Aren't I cool, guys? Right? You should tell me I'm cool. Oh, fuck. I was paying attention. Anyways, okay. Stream started. I should announce everything. Hello, everybody. For those of you who don't know, this is our weekly. Are we starting the. Annie! Damn it! Never mind, I guess no announcements. This is game one. You didn't even let me in the room yet. I'm gonna kill you.
Well, all right. Wait, you're not in the room?
No, I'm not in the room.
Okay, well, anyways, right up we have Dank and Lost versus Rat Goblin right here. Oh, already we're getting an instant shimmy going into a throw, keeping Viken in the corner. This is actually what Viken wants to do to Axel. Um, Axel turning the tables a bit. Are staying back throw in the corner again. You're back in the corner as Viken against an Axel. Though she does have some really good getaway options, just as you saw before, where she air dashed into Yozansen, and that Yozansen can catch him trying to chase her out. And this should lead into a wall break on a Red RZ just to get that combo extension, break the wall. Rat Goblin on very low health. But they've been looking super strong, and they're going to get that charge dust. That should be enough. With that little life, you're not going to be escaping that charge dust combo. All right, you in the room? Is that you?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Spectate match, and it doesn't matter anyway. I have to spectate for match.
Ooh, counter hit to Tommy. This is a really good launcher, going straight back into Tommy's pressure. Gotta guess. Okay, going to block the Yozansen that third time. It is an unreactable 50-50, and that's what's so hard about playing against Viking. When she gets that close touch, when she gets those jump cancelable normals on you, on your Oki. We are going to go into duel three, round 3 in the first game of the tournament.
Yeah, no. I can't even commentate.
Now that is the classic.
It's delayed by 5 seconds almost. Okay.
Oh, another shimmy. Rat Goblin loves doing those. Oh, and going to bait out the parry too? Rat Goblin knows the Viken matchup, it seems. Knowing what Viken's pressure tools are, knowing what Viken wants to do when she's on the defense, and effectively really countering all of these options. But this is so much damage. Look at all that red light too. And we're going straight for the dust. Dank and Lost taking the very first game in this set. We are up 1-0. Very close though. It was looking very, very even. But whenever Dank and Lost was able to get the hits they needed, you know, Viken damage. Must I say more?
Not necessarily.
All right.
Not at all. Also, I'm sorry. You're stuck solo casting this first game. Can we make them put out of the thing just so I can get in? Is that reasonable? I feel like that'd be.
Oh right, that is right. They should probably exit out. I'll continue solo casting for the viewers at home watching here. I am glad that you are all watching and watching some good Guilty Gear Strive this Saturday afternoon. Anyways, we are going to go into round 2. Oh yeah, true. Saturday evening for some people too.
It's like,
or maybe it's Saturday morning.
Right.
Who knows?
Very true.
Okay, going to get that OTG, get Dank and Lost back up. Dank and Lost struggling to get in, but that 2H is going to do that. Lots of carry on that move and fantastic for whiff punishing. Also low profiles too, so if Rat Goblin tries to do something like 5P, that's going to low profile it, counter hit him, and lead to a huge combo just as we saw before, forcing Rat Goblin to burst, and Rat Goblin is going to get that anti-air close slash hit and going to take that game. We are evening it up 1-1 here, and that was 2 rounds in a row. Rat Goblin really had a lot of great awareness and was playing the Zoner archetype to its fullest capacity, not letting Viking get in on him.
Yep, I agree, Mr. Bancy Castle in the chat. These guys are, in fact, not bad.
Not bad, not bad.
Oh, frick. was putting sawdust through my window.
That sounds very concerning. Just as concerning as what's happening here, but Raggoblin going to burst out of that tether. Yeah, tether is super scary, especially because, you know, Axel's his owner. Axel doesn't have a lot of really good close range buttons outside of something like 2K. So trying to challenge Baiken, who is infamous for close range pressure, is going to prove to be a very difficult task, just as we saw earlier. Nice counter hit going into his first round.
Never mind, I forgot. It's delayed.
2K 2D, the classic from Raggoblin. 4-frame low, gotta use it when you can. Very nice punish throw. Trying to punish Raggoblin for overextending. How dare you try to use RC to continue your pressure? It doesn't work like that. That was a really interesting side swap right there. And it was only made possible because of the tether and how that changes the properties of combos. And Raggoblin doing a really good job at recognizing that too and able to get that cross that they want. But they're in the corner too. They have Gold Burst. They're just going to go immediate Axel Bomber, fast RC cancel. But when you're going to get grabbed, there's a guaranteed OTG hit for Baiken. And Baiken now 2-1. Dakin lost looking strong. Both players looking strong actually. We could possibly see a final game between these two players.
If I'm not mistaken, Dankin Lost is a first-timer in this tournament, but I could be wrong. People change their names all the time, and it gives me an absolute headache trying to keep track.
That's how it is with online tournaments, isn't it?
All the time.
Hey.
Oh, hey, I'm in!
We got the co-commentator spectating. Let's go. Coming in
God.
clutch.
Alright, here we go. No more solo cast for you. You have to share the spotlight.
All right, now you can solo cast for me.
Oh,
It's your turn.
One minute, let me get my thoughts together. Alright, good round start. Trans Raggoblin doing my favorite thing is Axel and running in immediately to get the air throw. Gold burst from Dakin Loss to random super neutrals.
No, I really did like that gold burst we saw earlier from Dakin Loss too, because Raggoblin's been doing a lot of, after they knock Dakin Loss down, they like to run up, backdash, bait something out, and then go back in maybe for a grab or a counter hit. And Dakin Loss, knowing that Trans Raggoblin loves to do that, and so they just gold burst, and it was basically a free gold burst for them.
Yeah. Also free meter. Spend it immediately. Speaking of spent, that health bar on Dakin Loss is looking pretty spent.
Oh no, but the burst
That
fate, this is not enough to kill, but this is a really bad situation. Even if Dakin Loss has a pixel of life left, it's not going to matter if you cannot get out of Baiken pressure.
Alright, good. Trans Raggoblin doing a good job at creating space again. Seemingly learned from last time, trying to keep Dakin Loss out. Dakin Loss managing to wiggle in a little bit closer, gonna start a combo, not enough to get anything big, but this might be no.
Oh no,
Oh,
the wire
no,
speed, that was
wire
such an
speed.
unfortunate timing.
That sucked. And the charge dust!
So
must have
many
burned
dust hitting in this game, in this set. And with that, Dakin Loss going 3-1, winning the set against Raggoblin right here. Man, all these dust hitting. That is crazy.
If you thought that was crazy, my friend, you should wait until we see another tournament legend. This man named Vernifique. Vernifique is the absolute king of charge dust. I think we saw 7 or 8 in a single set.
Ooh, that's always fun. How many hit?
7 or 8 hit. There was
Oh,
way more
7 or
getting
8
thrown
hit. I
out.
thought you
Yeah,
said
no,
he did 7 or, okay.
No, 7 or 8 hit. There was way more that were thrown out, but it was such a staggering amount. It's like playing against Vern just makes you want to block low.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all about the blocking low and then trying to react to the overheads, but sometimes even while trying to react for overheads is always super hard because they can come out so fast, especially like something like Tap Dust where it's a very fast overhead. And if you have meter, you can turn that into a full combo and it becomes even scarier.
or if you're playing Happy Chaos.
Yeah, that is like an essential part of his mix. Does not need to use meter to get a combo off of his charge dust. That's really important too. That is something that's really important for any characters to have, not needing meter to
Be told,
combo off of those
yeah.
overheads.
I think who else has an overhead they can combo off of without meter? Is it
Zado.
anyone at all? Yeah.
Zado can do it.
Zado exists.
Gold Lewis can do it, but it's like very weird. It's like not super practical.
All right.
There's others, but
Gold
that about sums up like the main players.
Yeah. I forgot Zado existed because the one Zado player we ever had in tournament was, who was it? Was it like Vegan doing something funny once?
I think it's probably Vegan. I mean, I know Vegan plays Zado over an Xrd, so that makes sense.
I think he played Chip in Strut. You know, never mind. I know. Anyways,
we are going into the next set between these two players. Who do we have up here?
Up here right now is, please tab over. Right now it's Yamate Tim versus Jaw Didn't Bounce. Yamate Tim is a frequent participant of the. Yamate Tim is the frequent participant of this tournament. According to him, once he said he loves to play the game and have the stream in the background and laugh at what the commentators say about his playstyle.
Alright, we're getting right into it. Let's see all the wacky interactions we can possibly see. Yes, Yamate Tim is the Nagoriyuki Beyblade Bandit, as they say. Beyblade, a super strong option too. If they have enough blood gauge or they have meter, they can always extend it as a free get-in option. Does a neutral skip basically. Okay,
Speaking
now
of blood gauge, Tim is famously known for simply not caring.
well, one thing important about having this high blood gauge too is that not only does it increase the speed of your normals, it also increases the recovery of your normals and increases the range. So if we have Jaw Didn't Bounce, as we saw earlier, they're throwing out fireballs. You cannot throw fireballs and at that mid-screen range against a Nagoriyuki when they're at level 3 meter, and that is a ton of damage.
Look at all that red.
Gone.
Yamate Tim doing some especially flashy and fabulous things here today. That's gonna be a. Oh, is that gonna? No, didn't have the meter for a super.
Yamate Tim is doing pretty well, managing their meter. Oh, yes, this is such a bad position for Jaw Didn't Bounce. Good thing that those Stun Dippers are hitting because if they are blocked, they are punishable. And we're setting out the clone, punishing him from full screen. Just like that, Yamate Tim taking the first game. I really like what Yamate Tim is doing. You know, he's a Nagoriyuki player. And, you know, Nagoriyuki players always play a bit differently from each other. And one thing I've noticing from Yamate Tim is that they love to be staying at that level 3 blood gauge. And they're doing such a good job at staying there. They know how much normals, how much blood they can create. And staying in that danger zone.
Yeah, Tim's what we like to call a bit of a risk-reward player. As in, he sees all of the reward, and the risk doesn't really matter, since he's skilled enough to get away with it.
Oh, fantastic anti-air, not enough to combo afterwards, though. And there's the heavy back dash, representing it. Lots of invulnerability frames on there and able to squeeze past that forward slash that Jaw Didn't Bounce was trying to do on his wake up. Wow, the anti-air close slash. Not enough to get a combo though, dropping at the very end was a bit of an awkward conversion.
It's one thing Yamate Tim is always good at as well, is conversions. Or at least, usually always. I've seen this man turn stray hits into full health bars that shouldn't have worked at all. Is that an overhead?
It is not an overhead.
Perfect to celebrate the occasion.
Ending with the perfect just because.
First one of this tournament. Now, funnily enough, we see a lot of those. Whether by circumstance or by players simply forgetting that they have this really cool input down diagonal.
I really like what Yamate Tim is doing, using Fukyo to get in, but also covering that Fukyo. Because normally, if you can react fast enough, you can stuff dash up forward Fukyo. and he's using the clone to cover for him, and also, you know, backdash Fukio to mix him up and counter hitting them, which is what you're seeing a lot right here. Oh,
Oh, and
no!
that's a kill. That is tragic.
Check
Just
that
sneaking
foot
through
out.
the guard.
Didn't bounce really
You made
needs to
him
get
doing
something
that.
together. Okay,
Yeah.
that was a fantastic check right there. That's what I was talking about before, where forward Fukio can be checked, but you gotta be careful. If he does back Fukio, you are going to get counter hit, and it's going to hurt a lot. And
Igor's
that is a
famous
charge.
for
That's combo. Is
low
this enough to
damage.
kill? Not quite.
Oh,
You're
not
very
quite.
low health.
Almost.
But Jajin Bounce does have meter and does have burst,
Here we
but
go,
not
the
able to
clone gonna
spend
close
it.
it
Getting
down.
chipped out by the clone. Jajin Bounce, unfortunately, is getting sent down to loser's bracket, but Yimei Tim, on the other hand, looking
Moving
really
on.
strong. 3 games in a
Thankfully,
row, 3-0.
This time around, based on the bracket, I think losers might actually be possible. Not sure if Dirt has messed up anything this time around. Speaking of our lovely tournament organizer, he's currently sitting down there at the 16th seat in losers round 2. I am laughing at you, Dirt. The next up, we should. What? Where's the next? Oh, it's 2 per round. Who's next?
Looking up next.
It's Dylan.
Yes, Dylan
Dylan
Eccles
and
versus Dakumeji. That's what I'm going to call them as, and it's going to work. Dakumeji moving on from round 1, winning against Dirt FGC 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. That's quite impressive. You know what? Dirt FGC, pretty good Potemkin player. So we'll see what Dakumeji
He's
brings us.
terrible. Trust me, guys. Dirt sucks at this game. Anyways, enough trash talking my tournament organizer.
Dylan Eccles, on the other hand, got the bye. This means that they are a top seed. We're going to be seeing one of the best players in the bracket already. This is going to be super fun to watch. And if I am not mistaken, Dylan Eccles is the one on the arcade cab right now.
I think so.
Looks like
Oh, that's
it is an
another Anji. You know, back in the early days of Glue Eaters, Glue Arcade. That sorry, I just read chat and saw Femboy Obama and was completely taken off my horse. As as I was saying, Anji was all you would see in the top 8s for early Glue Arcade brackets. It was Anji and Leo specifically, and a little bit of Sin, courtesy of Mr. Vernifique down there, are now made into a commentator. Ice Fox played Sin. It's not the commentator. Bifox is the commentator who used to play Leo, who actually inspired me to pick up Leo. Yeah, as Ren says,
the Leo
it was
player?
like, oh yeah. Well, when I
Nice,
can.
nice.
I haven't touched Strive since June because my computer was in the shop getting its hard drive completely replaced. Oh, that's our second participant. in.
That's never fun. Anyways, we got our players, I think, walking up to the cab right now.
Was gonna be a Happy Chaos player, but he takes.
I think
a
we'll
lot
see a
of-
Happy Chaos player at some point.
Who's in the? I could probably tell you by name. I don't see any in this bracket that I know of right now, but there's also a lot of new names that I've never heard.
Based off the names, what I'm reading, I think we're gonna have a lot of Potemkin players. You know,
I
it's
think you're
only
right.
natural that Glue Arcade would have
There's
Potemkin players
8
showing up.
Potemkins in this tournament.
Yes. Dirt FGC, one of them, and also
Yep.
we got someone named Pink Gulper that has to be a Potemkin player.
Oh yeah,
There's
I'm
no way
willing to
it
bet
isn't.
all of my money on it.
Call it Pink Gulper, and I see him playing Bridget. I'm gonna be mad.
Mad, I'm gonna be furious. Partially because I despise Bridget. Sorry to all you Bridget mains out there. It's nothing personal. Your character just sends me up a wall. I don't like looping pressure. It hurts my feelings.
Speaking of looping pressure, Dakumeji playing Milia right now.
How about that, Annie? Here's your Milia rep. Are you feeling better? Annie, our streamer and host, is Actually, Amelia Enjoyer herself. I
Alright,
get
Milia and Anji.
I get
Not
flashbacks every time I see a throw.
Milia and Anji. Two pretty underused characters, I feel. Uh, I know Milia has been getting a lot of the spotlight as of late, showing and like certain players piloting the character, showing how good she really is, while Anji on the other hand, is kind of struggling, not really getting the right player for him, and also feeling a bit too linear. But one thing about Anji that is important to note is that he can make you guess in neutral, unlike a lot of other characters. You know, the Fukyo cancels. You gotta guess. You gotta be like on the. Gotta guess what he's doing, and also the spin. So if you try to, I don't know, attack him, you can always spin through that, get invincibility, and get right up on top of you.
The important thing to remember, though, is that no matter how awesome Anji's neutral is, playing against Milia, you don't get to have neutral. There is only mix and being beaten into the floor.
You know, one thing about having a strong defense is the ability to know how to escape your opponent's pressure. You cannot be blocking
Speaking
forever.
of
Even
that,
if you're good at blocking against Milia, you have to get out somehow, and that is what Dylan Eccles is doing right now. The fantastic
Wow.
from Nakumeji, and there is the pickup. There's that burst bait,
That is
and
such
this is
big
brutal.
well, big for Milia.
Tries to Lush Shaker, but a little too far. Dylan Eccles getting whiffing that Ko, and this is going to lead to an unfortunately long corner carry combo. And now you're getting
If you
sent
just
back into the
intentionally
blender.
Blender, that was amazing. I would have thought that would have wall splat and you'd have killed, but no.
Yeah, it
Go
looks
for the
like
stylish finish
yeah.
always.
just went for looping pressure, because why not? Why not?
Why not, honestly? She needs it.
Oh, no, is going to do
That
a lot. Never
famous
mind.
Auntie mix.
Dylan Eccles try to go for a burst bait and drop the combo at the end. Yes, there's the burst
Alright,
bait.
there's the
You
burst
saw
bait.
that big pattern,
That
and they're
was
like, they gotta burst at this point, right?
I would have bursted at that point. That was setting up to be something amazing. Speaking of
was
something
so
amazing, that
fast.
is a round for Dylan Eccles.
Another anti-air is on top of these, but that one is not going to anti-air at all. Documentary just standing there. That one's going to do it.
there's another
So
one.
many air counter hits. Dylan Eccles knows that Documentary wants to be in the air because they are Milia. Milia is super strong in the air because that's where they can vary most of their movement options. But using code like that just covers so many of those options that it's kind of scary to go up in there.
Documentary being forced into the corner now. Gonna get out with a little bit of just an awkward interaction there. The throw gonna put her right back underneath the pressure from Dylan Eccles here, and that is going to kill. Dylan Eccles making sure that he's not going to get 3-0'd.
And this is so good too, you know. Consistently anti-airing Milia like this is super important because that just completely removes one facet of her mix, one facet of her neutral. And she's not super good at grounded play. So keeping her on the ground is what you really want to do. Just like that. At the right distance to counter Capel. Gold burst. You got full mirror on the table. Are we going to spend it? Yes, we will. Overhead. Oh, supering. This is going to burst out though, unfortunately.
Tragic. I was looking forward to Anji with a positive bonus.
Unfortunately, Dylan Eccles did that a little too slow, and Documentary was able to get that burst out. I like the idea, though, using super just so they to lock out that burst.
The TK Bad Moon. I get hit by that. It always feels so fast.
Well, it is a 50-50. You cannot react to it.
Fair.
Though, if you do block it, it is punishable. So it is that kind of push and pull of, do you want to do Bad Moon to potentially get a combo? Or do you want to, or do you get it blocked and you basically get a full combo or end your turn? Or like the other person gets a full combo and you end your turn.
Yeah.
And the last thing that Million wants to do is end her turn.
Like, because then the other person gets to play the game, and we all know that's not good.
Wow, just going to get the slight poke. Dylan Eccles, a little too ticklish, going
That's
for
gonna
that burst.
wall break.
Afraid
Goodness
of it.
gracious. Dylan
Here's
in a
the
bad
forward.
position. Oh, guessing wrong, and that's gonna close out with a perfect to boot. Is that 3 so far in this tournament now?
Maybe. I think it's probably 2.
No, it was
Either
3
way.
because I think Daku did another perfect earlier, and we made the
Hmm.
first one in the first game.
Probably. I think you're right.
Anyways, speaking of perfects, that was an almost perfect combo from Dylan Eccles there. I don't know if he could have continued that because, well, no one plays Anji, and I haven't seen a lot of combos from him for a while. But getting reversed, put through the wall, and now suddenly losing after dropping the combo.
Watch the overhead, and there we go. 2K2D. That double mix. That is so scary.
Wow, that was awful. I just
When you
had,
see,
I
Go ahead.
couldn't have blocked that.
yeah, when you see Amelia H-disc and does PRC, she opens up so many options for her because she doesn't have to wait for the recovery of that move. Prod him, send him to the corner, but catching that turbo fall. There we go. Dylan Eccles on top of that, but not on top of this. We cannot keep
Using
doing
his
these random
burst.
codes. You gotta react to it more than do it pro reactive.
Successfully keeping Daku Meiji in the corner though. Never mind, that throw is gonna get teched, and that's gonna reset to. We're no longer in neutral. It's Milia mix time.
Oh, that is
Jesus,
so
she
scary. This
teleports.
should
It's
be enough to kill
terrifying.
the wall break. And is this enough to kill? Yes,
Yes,
it will. The
it
wall
is.
break damage is enough.
Anji's guts not gonna let him live through that one. Ooh, counter hit, but the burst is gonna make sure that you don't take any massive damage from it. Godoki with the bird. It's not a bird, it's a butterfly. Turns into a bird.
It is a
It's gonna
butterfly.
hit? Yes, it is. That's gonna be massive damage. Pixel of health for
Enough,
Dakumeji.
though. If there's one thing that
Commentator's
Anji
curse?
does have, Anji has damage, and that is a perfect, two
Revenge
perfect in
perfect.
one set. All right.
I think that was 3 in one set, actually. I'm pretty sure Daku did one earlier. Like, did 2 earlier, sorry. Oh, dropping the air combo. But it doesn't matter because you just reset your pressure anyway. Milia is one of my favorite characters to watch in this game because her combos are just so... What's the word I'm looking for?
Flamboyant.
Stylish. Yes, flamboyant. Thank you.
Give you some fancy words. Just as fancy as this combo is going to be. No!
Never mind.
Top. Unfortunately, Million was a little too high up, and Dylan Eccles was a little too late, or a little too early with pressing their buttons. Now we are evening up the life pool,
That
trying to
random
burst
Yuke
that
is
one
gonna
to
kill
take the
you.
damage.
That sucks.
Oh no, these random codes are really not working out for Dylan Eccles right now, and Dakumeji taking that game.
What are we at? I think that is. Hold on. I'll tab. I think. Where's the.
Should be.
Where's the
set.
bracket?
I am
No, it is.
not
It is the
mistaken.
set. I'm just looking for the bracket. Sorry, I forgot to announce. That is the winner of your set there, Daku. I still can't pronounce the name. Dakumeji. Next up, we have Kerbonkers versus Marks. Now, I'm fairly certain, if I remember, Kerbonkers was either Sin or Anji, but I could also be completely wrong because Fighter Z brain rot. Vern reminding us of a very fun time when Challenge went down midway through a tournament. That was awesome.
Oh, that's lovely. Go ahead and bust out the paper brackets.
Oh yeah. We should have. That would have been a good idea. Yeah, I was right. Kerbonkers is Anji versus the the first on-stream Potemkin of the tournament. Guarantee you there's going to be a ton of them considering we had 8 enter.
Awesome.
Potemkin unboxing, as per usual. Love the etiquette from both players, not skipping the intro on the first time around.
Always get a good look at the characters in their high-res models, and now we are switching back to the low-res models, the simpler models, not fancy anymore, not high poly counts.
Oh, yeah. How many polygons do you think Anji has on his chest?
I'm not going to get into that.
Speaking of getting in against Potemkin is always such a terrifying prospect because when you're in range, when he's in range of you, you're in range of him, and you always have to watch. I don't know if that was just for timing or if it was a misinput, but that was a curious heat knuckle. This first round going to go to Marks the Dragon, who I've decided to root for because I am weak to Dragon.
Okay, one thing about this matchup that you're going to want to note is that you can't be spinning as much as you would normally, mainly because of the grabs that Potemkin has on his table. Pot Buster will go through spin, and also if you try to KO, you're going to get heat knuckled. And
Yeah.
one thing you're also going to note that we saw a little bit earlier is that when you have meter, Hammerfall like that kind of acts like a discount spin.
Indeed, because it'll get you out of a free hit, and if you Roman cancel it, that's a pretty much guaranteed punish.
Basically. For Bonkers getting some pressure started, but the back Mega Fist is going to hit you and ending it with a Hammerfall. Back Mega Fist is so scary on Wake Up. It is something that's super hard to deal with because of it's just going back, huge hitbox, really hard to anti, really hard to deal with,
disjointed?
and it is plus. Yes, it is hella disjointed.
Oh goodness gracious! I was just thinking, why not 6P it? You can't.
No.
It doesn't work
You-
that
well,
way.
You can, kinda. But it's not reliable. You shouldn't do it.
Always better to just reversal super it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Mega Fist hitbox is so funny. If you ever look up on Dust Loop, look at the
I'll do
hitboxes.
that, actually.
It's like a
Come on.
giant square on his fists.
Oh, that's fat. Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen. There was a lot of paint that was huffed, and as a result, we just saw our first Potemkin Buster on stream of the tournament. That's gonna lead to poor Carbonkers getting taken out.
Marks, I saw you. You tried to go for that second Pop Buster. You didn't need to do that. You could have just gone for a strike. Why'd you do that? You getting a little too greedy, huh? Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, we are
Speaking of
definitely
getting
greedy in
greedy.
here. Going for another
Alright,
one? Yes,
good
we
back
are.
there.
Of course, when you get that
Of
first
course.
Pot Buster, there's that dopamine rush that you get, and you just have to get the second one. You have to get the second one.
I personally cannot play pot. He's slow and I don't. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Getting hit by the spin and PRC so that there's no punish available. Ending it out with a Potemkin Buster. I had a thought process before that happened and I completely forgot it. I'm sorry.
Letting the intros rock yet again. Potemkin, not Pot Buster. Potemkin busting out of his Q right there. Getting dropped from the sky. That is one way to drop down units to the battlefield.
I don't think that there are any other units you could drop in a box like that.
Happy Chaos, probably.
Oh, you're right.
He
And I
probably
guess
would.
Soul in that case.
Oh yeah, Soul too. He's withstood a lot of things.
Gun.
Wow, that was a really weird backwards hammer fall there. I don't think that was completely intentional.
Goodness
In
gracious.
that
I
dip.
feel like I say this every tournament, but Anji builds up risk like nobody's business.
Yeah, the mix can be super unpredictable. One thing super strong about Anji, nice frame kill right there, getting that Garuda Condor hit. One thing that's super important to realize is that Anji, while his offense can be reacted to, it can
Linear
be
and
punished,
quick.
there's like 4 different options, and you have to
Yeah.
react to all 4. That's a lot on the mental stack. Trying to go for a cheeky
Come
parry.
on.
Okay.
Looking
I
to
see you,
bait out of-
Kerbonkers. And that is another weird backwards hammer fall. Not what he wants, but these cross-ups are forcing that.
Duel 2, let's rock. Interesting round start. There's a little bit of neutral happening. There we go. Good counter hit.
Okay, spinning
Amazing
through
combo.
Mega Fist. That is a fantastic punish, but we're going to burst that one. Mark the Dragon not wanting to take any more damage than they already had. Trying to go for a Pod Buster. It's going to whiff. Kerbonkers with no punish. Counter hit. Now you're stuck in the Anji pressure. Ko, get that extension. No, we're not going to get any extension. Trying to go for another parry. At this point,
Do it
Mark the
again.
Dragon should just Pot Buster and Wake Up. At this point, they should just do
I
it. It's gonna work.
genuinely did. Wait, somebody clip that.
I
Somebody
think
clip
that was. I think that was a little too fast. It was just slightly mistimed on that pot buster. That was super
That was
unfortunate. They would have gotten
genuine
Anji right there, but
tragic.
because that mistiming, it cost them the round, cost them the game.
I don't think I've ever seen an interaction quite like that. That was hilarious.
Real goofy hours right here. Paint huffing.
Oh yeah,
Lots of that going on.
as per the usual in the Glue Leaders. Is that 2D? Once again, I don't play Anji, so if I get moves wrong, feel free to yell at me in chat. I probably won't read it.
2D is where he kind of like lays down and sticks his legs.
Yeah, it was 2D. Yeah. Alright. Oh, the backwards Mega Fist gonna absolutely slap you out of the air and lead straight into a Roman cancel?
Again, it's
All of
really
that.
tough to deal with Mega Fist like that. You know, Kerbonkers tried to punish a Mega Fist coming out on Wake Up and use Ko, but because of how big and how disjointed that hitbox is, it is so hard. It's not something that you can like consistently punish, but it is something that you're going to have to eventually find a way to deal with, as that is one of Potemkin's best options.
I personally like to back jump air block.
Counter hit in the air. That right there is a Mega Fist counter, though. Using the air dash, catching them while they're in the air above the hitbox is super important, knowing that spacing. Try to jump, maybe expecting them to go for a wake-up throw, maybe, and trying to counter hit. By the way, they're getting some good damage on the table, and we are going to pot buster right through
So much for
Kerbonkers'
the
pressure. Gain this extension. That is a ton of damage. Fails
Ladies
the
and
5K
gentlemen.
pickup, though. Just a little too far from the corner.
You are never in danger as long as you remember that all-important G input.
Gold
Potbuster
burst,
got
and we
your
have
back.
Full Mirror on the table, going for a Gigantor to go through the parry. But no, that is not going to work. That is a hit, not a grab. And that is going to go right through, securing Kerbonkers the round. And Kerbonkers, I believe, is on set point right now.
Can he clutch it up? Can we see a comeback? If I commentators curse someone again, I will resign.
Counter hit in
Good
the air,
counter
but
hit.
again, failing that 2H or 5H pickup, just doing it a little too early and completely whiffing. That is such a great option too, because you know there's always a right option against Anji's pressure. Everyone has some option against it, but you have to pick the right one. You try to flick him, but if he uses the fans, you will be counter hit and sent into a combo. No, we're going for another pot buster. Mars the Dragon just super greedy. Really wants these grabs. Really wants the damage to stack up, because Potemkin's combos aren't super good, super fancy, and super reliable.
He is a grappler. His entire game plan is based around walking up to you and giving you a nice big hug.
That is, if you can get up to him, Kerbonkers using these neutrals, using these buttons to space him out, and that is the game. That is the set. Kerbonkers taking it 3-0 over Marks the Dragon. Very well played. We have two Anji players in bracket. Oh, never mind. Did I get the score wrong? I think we got the score wrong. Did we?
Maybe. Hold on. Let me check. No, it's apparently 2-all. We did get
2-0?
the
Okay,
score wrong.
never mind.
Yes.
Just one off. A slight mistake.
No, it's 2-all. Somehow we sat through 4 rounds and didn't even see. Oh, that PRC gonna lead to a big counter hit. Potemkin, unfortunately, not having the baddest combos on the planet,
Either
as you
way.
said earlier. Yeah.
Marks the Dragon getting that second chance to get back at Kerbonkers. 5PP, 2P mash out. We are out of there. Marks the Dragon taking this first round in the game 3, in this set defining game right here. This decides whether or not Marks the Dragon will move on, so they really need to win this right now.
We're talking about game 5, people. This one's for all of the marbles, and it's not looking so hot from. Oh. Never mind, take back what I was about to say. It's suddenly looking way more hot from Marks the Dragon. Health bars are evened up here. That backwards Mega Fist coming in clutch again. Ko not getting punished. Roman cancel. Is this gonna kill?
This
No.
should be enough. With the wall break damage too, that is dead.
Surely, yeah. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, the first round is going to Anji Mito. Marks the Dragon in serious danger of getting sent to losers here. first. Where did I miss the? Never mind. That's not the first round. Second round. This is game 5. Final round. Both players only having 1 heart left.
Counter hit. This is huge. Marks the Dragon does have burst on the table. Whether or not they're going to spend it soon or not is up to them. And they're going to try to burst that. You can't burst that. That is burst safe. Either way, they did get a really good combo, and they have side swapped against the Anji. Now we're in a favorable position for Marks the Dragon, is whether or not they can actually keep this. They keep trying to do Garuda or Potbuster, but mistiming it, unfortunately. And every single time, Bonkers is aware of that and jumping out of the corner at the right time. This Potbuster is going to do it. Marks the Dragon on the table.
I saw the animation come out, and I knew it was over. Marks the Dragon going to win this, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this finally is the entire set, and he's moving on, whereas Carbonkers is going to drop down into losers. Dirt is celebrating. Somehow I feel like this is a little bit of misconduct for a tournament organizer. I agree, Vern. You know what? Actually, the organizer is in fact a Potemkin player, so if any Potemkin players win, we just have to assume it was rigged.
So true. Man, how did I mess up the score? I don't know why I messed up the score. That was really weird.
Score.
I was just a tad bit tired. That's just how it is with coming back from work. A little exhausted doing commentary, but either way, I am still I mean maybe a bit tired, but I'm not going to show it. We're excited to watch all of the games that we have here today. We've had some really great games here. Lots of really fun matches so far.
This tournament seems to be a little bit more even in terms of fighting than some of the ones we've had in the past. Dirt's seeding is to thanks for that. But I'm seeing a lot of players who are very evenly matched. Who's up next? Please alt-tab.
Well, now we have some downtime. What are you looking forward to for this bracket today?
For this bracket right now, I'm looking forward to seeing Brogdon fight. Brogdon is the guy who challenged me to, ages and ages ago, challenged me to a first to 5 after I said Nagoriyuki had a low damage super. I don't want to talk about it. And the results of that inspired me to... What's the word I'm looking for? Inspired me to... There's a phrase for it. And I would know it if I wasn't busy. Improve! Oh my god,
Improve?
How did I forget the word improve? Inspired me to improve.
That is always nice. That's always good to hear, especially when that is basically just fighting games, you know, working to improve.
I got my ass beat solidly and soundly, but according to him, I have, and I quote, great potential. I should come for a rematch when I reach Celestial. Unfortunately, based on the fact that I think I'm currently 4th floor and haven't touched Strive in a month, we may be looking at an extended time period for that.
Is it just me, or did the bracket change up? Did the bracket mess up?
It might be just you. It's
oh no, it might just be me. Okay, wait, no, never mind. For some reason, I was looking at round 2 as round 1. Okay, we're good. We're good.
I see.
I was like, there's no way something that bad happened. I was like, no way they just left registration on and somebody joined and messed with the entire bracket. I've had that happen before, by the way.
Oh my god, we had challenge go completely. No, I told you about that. What I didn't tell you about was Glue Arcade 1. Glue Arcade 1 is a bit of a cursed topic around these parts. It's
we all start somewhere, don't we?
Yeah, sorry, Glue Arcade 1 was a bit tragic in the sense that I had a friend of mine come over to my house, come in through the window, and proceed to kill all of the Wi-Fi in the house and not leave. So the second half of the tournament had to be completely taken off stream. Apparently, for anybody wondering, we are experiencing Strive desync issues at the moment, and that's why the tournament is taking a little bit while to progress. But worry not, our brave and courageous and probably very attractive tournament organizer is working on it.
Yeah, give them some time, give them some patience. TOing is a lot of work, and you know, when you have a game like Strive that always has like spectator bugs and online bugs, glitching out, messing up tournaments, it's a whole mess. One day these problems will be fixed, but today is not that day. Either way, we got the next match coming up. Who do we have up?
Sapo Cowboy versus Shinki. I don't know Shinki, but I do know Sapo Cowboy. It's a name I recognize from previous tournaments. Another Potemkin.
This is round 3 of the tournament, meaning both of these players have won 2 of their games by now. Actually, Shinki got the pass, seated a little higher than the rest, so that could be saying a lot as we get right into it. Shinki playing the Kai, as we just saw earlier, while Sapo Cowboy True is playing Potemkin. I'm not saying that whole name. I'm just going to say Sapo Cowboy.
Say the whole name.
Sapo Cowboy
Do
Falls.
it, Cowboy. Do it, Cowboy.
See
Do
you,
it,
Space
Cowboy.
Cowboy.
I meant to say coward twice, and I said cowboy instead.
Unfortunately, we had a bit of a disconnect issue, and Sapo Cowboy got kicked from the room.
I hate this game.
Shinki stuck on the cab for eternity. Very unfortunate. Locked there for the rest of time, rest of his days. Going to die there, an old man on the cab. Can't escape from the Guilty Gear Strive net play cabs.
Good throw. What? What? Hold on, I'm dealing with technical issues. What? 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 Okay, we're back to your regularly scheduled content. Did you know that Kai has a DP and it is incredibly unsafe on block? Shinki just found
No
that
way.
out.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
Did you know that you could low profile vapor thrust? That's pretty crazy.
You can... What? I didn't know that because I don't fight against Kai. No one plays Kai in floor 4.
Vapor thrust is an infamous hitbox.
Oh, great.
It doesn't hit at his feet. That's the problem.
Fabulous. Ride the lightning and a wall break going to kill. What are we looking at?
Wait, are you watching the match
Yeah,
right
I'm,
now?
yeah, I'm watching.
Wait, but Sapo Cowboy got kicked from the room.
What? I'm watching a match.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Is this a desync?
Yeah, no, I'm watching a whole game right now.
Oh my god. Sapo Cowboy's not even in the room.
But I don't know what you guys are seeing, but I'm watching him beat up Shinki.
Oh dear. Okay. Let me rejoin. I don't know. Just ignore what I was talking about earlier. This is Guilty Gear Strive.
Oh
This
yeah.
is Guilty Gear Strive, ladies and gentlemen.
Good.
Well, anyways,
good
have
game.
fun solo casting while I get right back into the room.
I did it for 4 hours once. I'll be fine. Potemkin Buster going to close out the round, giving it to Sapo Cowboy. Shinki in danger of losing in the game here. If I'm not mistaken, they are currently on track to get a 3-0. Oh no, never mind. It's 1-1. Never mind, it's not 1-1 and I can't read, yeah. If Shin manages to close out these last 2 rounds, he will in fact get a 3-0. Good corner pressure, keeping poor Sapo stuck there and able to get through his guard and close it out with another perfect.
Okay,
So
rejoin the
many of
room.
them to gonna see a little use from Kaiki's infamous DP there. You know, the one that
Okay.
he always uses. Volcanic Viper.
So I joined the room,
Yeah.
and you are not in the room, and Sapo Cowboy is still not in the room. So I think I just need to restart my game.
Yeah, no, honestly.
This
Strive
is very fun, very engaging.
Speaking of very
experience we have
fun
here.
and engaging, Potemkin Buster. And Mega Fist loops. 6H to break the wall. Wow, how did you block that dust? Incredible reaction from Sapo Cowboy. And using... How did I forget the name of that super? How did I forget the name of that super? Using the funny wall to close out that round. No more 3-0 for Shinki. Kai demonstrating some good fundamentals with the run-up throw there. Sapo clearly pressing buttons in the corner. Most Stride players don't actually know that there's this really cool input you can do on every character where you move your joystick down and then in a diagonal position, and it will in fact block for you. Ride the Lightning is going to get Potemkin busted, and that's going to kill. The round going to Sapo Cowboy. Run up throw again. Please start teching them, I beg you. Or backdash, either one works. Sapo Cowboy getting out of the corner with a very good counter hit. Hecking the throw, finally. Is he learning, ladies and gentlemen? Might not matter, that is a lot of damage from Shinki. Kai able to really hit you where it hurts sometimes. Using, I always forget the name.
Which super are we talking about?
It's Potemkin's wall. I always forget the name.
The wall, Gigantic-Eye?
Thank you. Thank you, Gigantic-Eye. Using Gigantic-Eye to create space. Get a little bit of reset. The Potemkin Buster going to miss. I think just a little bit too early. Jin doing a really good job of catching Sapo out with those full screen Fuja arts. Ride the Lightning. And that's gonna kill.
Ooh, okay. Now it's not letting me into the room.
Okay.
Don't we love this game, y'all?
2-1 for Shinki. Good counter hit round start. Sapo not able to capitalize. What an anti-air. Another Fuutra arc. Gonna be blocked this time. Sapo using Burst to get him out of an absolutely terrible situation in the corner. Shin just gonna DP through everything to get right back into applying his pressure. That was really cool, actually. Good combo. Using Kai's long range pokes to close out the round and keep Sapo away from the danger zone, which is pretty much anywhere near to Potemkin, honestly. If he can grab you, you're in trouble.
Alright, I'll start spectating for the next game.
Awesome. Garuda impact twice. You can't run up when he's doing Garuda. You can't run up. That's going to be a Potemkin buster. Will it kill, chat? Pixel of health. It did not kill. Not quite. It's
not quite? Okay.
2-1 to it's 2-1 to Shin, but well, yeah, actually, I guess we are on set point then, because it's 2-1 and they both have one round taken off them. So set point for Shin here. Sapo gonna have to do some work if he wants to keep his run through winners alive. Shin really not interested in letting him do that at all. Going to break the wall, get the positive bonus. Gigantic-Eye. Gonna see a little bit of awkward shimmying from both players as it does this thing. Yellow Roman cancel. That burst was really good, but unfortunately Sapo not able to fully capitalize off of it. Is going to be able to get something off of that though. That Garuda impact into Gigantor. And that's not gonna kill, but this chip damage sure is. Yep. Never mind. Not even gonna need the chip damage. Is Shin doing another wake up DP and getting absolutely slapped by 5P. Dream is still alive for Sapo Cowboy here. Big counter hit, but it's gonna get burst, so nothing capitalizing off of it. Ruda impacts twice? Trying to catch out to jump with a heat knuckle, but unfortunately it is a hit grab, so it was blocked. Jesus, that combo
Yes, I
was
can see the
beautiful.
people.
Oh, you good? Alright.
You go ahead. Keep on going.
Alright, another Gigantic High gonna create a lot of— No! That Potemkin Buster getting Ride the Lightning, and that's gonna close out the round. I was gonna say that was it, and we ended with a funny as well, but unfortunately, not how it worked out. Shin being incredibly comfortable with just closing the— Oh no, you've got to stop doing those DPs, man. Those are not safe options, and it's gonna get you in a lot of trouble. Positive bonus on Potemkin. I've seen him do things that only Happy Chaos can do with that. Round getting closed out. I think this is set point for both players. Hammerfall gonna go through that. That hit of armor proving incredibly useful in this matchup. And I think just any matchup in general, considering Potemkin's only option is to get, like, balls deep into you. Is that a little bit of BM I'm seeing? Double jump, Ride the Lightning. Completely missing, so it drops. Getting hit by a heat knuckle. Gigantic High. And the Potemkin Buster. That's it. There we go. It's closed out. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, is Sapo Cowboy. Going to move on in the winner's bracket.
Congratulations to Samba Cowboy. A fantastic set of matches against Shinki right there.
That was
I didn't
really
even
strange.
need to watch it to tell.
Yeah,
I
that
can see
was
that you're
really
having a lot of
strange.
fun watching.
I thought that Shin was winning that entire time. It looked like he was winning it for the entire time, and then he was dead. It was a really interesting match, actually. Good job to both players. I think next up we have, if I pull up challenge, oh, Lackey versus your mate Tim, and if I'm not mistaken, this one is, yep, there it is. There's the May. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are prepared to witness the devil going to work.
Yes, Mei versus Nagoriyuki, two characters that are super great at just keeping you locked down, and once you get hit, that is so much damage on the table. One thing that you're going to have to is going to have to note against playing a character like Mei is that she can use her dolphins, and you gotta be able to recognize which dolphin is which. Oh no, that's an unfortunate blood pop. I think that is his first blood pop too. And look at all that damage being, all that health being deleted in with this combo. That is going to kill super easy, super quick. Really gave that round away to Lackey if you're not really taking
Jesus
control
Christ.
of your blood gauge.
Alright, don't read stream chat for a while.
This anchor is going to be a
Big
huge
counter.
problem for your mate Tim. There you go. That's the name. You got a sword. She got an anchor. Which one's bigger?
With you, I think the anchor is bigger, at least in terms of mass. And as a physics student, I can tell you that
Choose the
What-
FD all this, but your meter is slowly getting drained away. But knowing that you just need one hit and you're going to blood
that
pop again.
sucks.
I'm not too sure what
Not
is going
even
on for
one
your mate
meter.
Tim in this set right now, as they had blood pop twice, and because of those two blood pops, they have lost both rounds, leaving
Nerves might be getting
Lackey
to him.
with one game on deck. That's what Mei will do to you. How oppressive her pressure is, it really makes your mate Tim want to get in quicker than they actually should. and spend a little too much blood gauge. That is a massive counter hit. This should be enough. No, not going to use a super.
Not going to use super. Just a regular Dolphin. I'm assuming they went to save the meter for the next game.
We do have positive bonus. We do have full meter as May, and that is super scary to be in. 6P, but there we go. Fantastic trade in Lackey's favor. And Lackey's going to take this round, and we are on the set point for game 2 already. That is a great counter hit going into the throw. Use the beach ball pressure. Try to backdash if you can't backdash that projectile. It doesn't quite work out the way you want it to.
Seeing a lot of those panic backdashes from Tim. I honestly don't know what else you can do against May. She is truly terrifying. Good combo.
All these panic backdashes are really making Yamate Tim suffer too, because there's a lot of things that May can do that can catch your backdash. You got Dolphin, you got the anchor, and you also have the beach ball, all of which can catch backdash and punish you, lead you to a full combo for daring to get away from our pressure. We're going for a wake up super, and this will hit. Is this enough to kill though? I don't think so. The Guilty Gear guts are going crazy.
That isn't one of those famous super high damage supers that Nagoriyuki has. You need Blood Meter for that one. Really burst both players on a pixel of health. Seeing a little bit of footsies, and it doesn't matter. The jump, I don't know what move that is.
That is jump H, I believe.
Okay. JH gonna close out the round for Tim. Questionable hitbox in my opinion. I swear he was nowhere close.
Going for a wake-up throw, maybe expecting a tech. There it is. That's the 6P against the heavy Dolphin. That is one of the main keys of learning this matchup, playing against this matchup, is that you have to react to which Dolphin that May does. H Dolphin is plus on block, while S Dolphin is not.
You can also just mash 2D. I know that Leo's 2D beats Dolphin.
Some characters can. Not all of them.
Leo's 2D beats Dolphin. Leo's 6P completely stuffs Dolphin.
Yeah. 6P is a universal counter to Dolphin, as we saw with that.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, there are other options, though.
Chaos is... what do you mean connection has been lost? Did I get desynced?
I got connection lost, too.
You love to see
we
it.
got the spectator glitch.
Come on.
Okay, so, unfortunately, we got some more technical difficulties. The commentators are not watching the match anymore. That
the
is
stream
quite
isn't up.
unfortunate.
Everyone got kicked out. All right, guys.
Yeah, okay. I think that's the main reason why you want to have them get off the cow every single game. But
yeah,
either way,
we
got health bars to commentate. Let's do this.
Oh, yeah.
Lackey looking
funny?
super...
We do that exact bit usually anyway.
Lackey looking super good right now. Got that perfect from the last round there, looking really strong. But here we go. Yamate Tim already off to a great start, taking half of May's health. How dare you try to do stuff at round start. You will get countered. You're going to get put into the corner, and that's going to be a lot of damage. But May attacking back, but it's not quite enough. Yamate Tim is really making this work, using all the really strong buttons to stuff out what May is trying to do at these ranges. And with as big of a buttons as Nagoriyuki with the sword, reaching full screen at level 3 blood gauge, there is not much you can do to approach. And Lackey looking super bad. That is the round. Yamate Tim is going up 1 round against Lackey. We are evening up here in game 3.
Or not?
Or maybe we're living on a pixel and a dream. No, not quite. Unfortunately, they tried to mash a little too hard and they got stuffed. Now we are actually evening it up 1-1 in this game. This is a really important match for Lackey to win too. Will they be able to pull through? It's not looking too good for them. Yamate Tim looking super strong in this final round. They know that their tournament run depends on it. They want to stay in winners, as we will be going to top 8 for whoever wins this match. And we are coming down to the wire. What a fantastic combo from Lackey right there. But unfortunately, Yamate Tim was not able to pull it through. And fortunately, we have Lackey taking that game, looking super strong.
Excellent job from both players. That was a really
what a fantastic game.
Match.
What a fantastic game right there. You love to see it. You love to see it. Well played to both of these players.
5D as Vern says, there was at least 16 different charge 5Ds that hit there. You guys couldn't see it, but trust me, it was nuts.
Yeah, lots of spamming 6Ps at full range. Just, you know, gotta stuff out of one of those buttons at some point, right?
Oh yeah. Alright, we are back online successfully. Now, if it kicks us out again, I vote that we change the game to Dragon Ball Fighter Z. As we all know, that has one of the best netcode systems in existence.
No. We don't do that here. We hop on Under Night Inverse. That's a game right there. You don't know the game? Unfortunate. You haven't heard the best fighting game to exist, and that Charged Dust. We were just talking about how many Charged Dust they got in the last game, in the last round, and we got one here. Lots of damage on the table. Lackey not choosing to burst, knowing that they cannot take this round, or they are not confident in being able to take this round. So little health, and that should be it. No, they're going to burst.
Heroes burst.
Oh,
Are
no.
you kidding me?
Will they be
Now
able to take it
nobody
through, though?
has burst.
I'm not too sure about that burst from your mate Tim right there. They had a huge life lead, and even though it could be deleted fast by May, that was not the hit that would delete him fast. We're getting a back throw. You're on the corner against Nagoriyuki, and going to take that throw.
Wow.
Fantastic awareness from Lackey right there.
Incredible job. Good read, actually.
So you get the extension, not enough to get the corner break,
Wake up, super.
but we
you
are going to get the super. It will hit.
Fun fact, Lackey was not blocking. For lack of a better word, they got caught lacking.
You could say that. You could say that your mate Tim got away with a bandit. Oh, no. He's a bandit right there. There we go. That's it.
You made Tim showing us how much of a bandit he really is.
Making away like a bandit, putting that sword back in the sheath, taking off that
yeah.
mask. Gotta
He's
let
so
him know
cool.
who killed you.
He's so cool. Who killed you? It was him. GG's, I will cry now.
Kill little girls with anchors in their sea
Oh,
animals.
yeah.
It's just SeaWorld, you know?
Shut up. No trash talking the commentators in chat or I'll ban you.
Trash
Also,
talking.
my
What are they
feelings
saying?
hurt. No, I said blaming that L on the jokes. And it should be 2-2, yes.
We are getting a character swap. Very interesting. We get a Faust versus Nagoriyuki. I don't know how to feel about this. I feel like Lackey was doing a super great job as May, and now Lackey just going for this late character swap. Maybe betting that Faust is going to do far better, but it looks like they have a lot more experience on the previous character. So we'll see how exactly they can use this character to their advantage. Maybe trying to get those longer reach normals to counter and stuff Nagoriyuki from further distances. But either way, this should be super interesting. As we know, Faust is an item throw character, very random, and it can lead to a lot of really interesting situations that you have to react to, both you and your opponent. But this counter hit is going to do a lot.
Jeez.
How dare you? How dare you try to attack me from full screen? Fukyo in, and you are dead. 2S is going to clip. Lackey might be using Faust maybe for the crouching too. As we saw earlier, those bigger buttons are whiffing over Faust because Faust can shrink his hitbox so low that they can avoid a lot of these moves. But they can't avoid these counter hits. They can't avoid these command grabs, and they're not going to avoid that charge dust.
And you dropped the combo, Tim. Tim, I'm coming to your house.
There we go. We're blocking charge dust this time around. It looks like a missed input on the command grab, but either way, we have some items on the table. Try to go for another command grab, and we have bomb. You gotta hold that.
From that bomb.
Mini Faust is out. My minion, hold down the neutral.
Mix is not safe on block. Why didn't you push buttons?
Every single time Lackey has tried to go for the command grab, they were just out of range to actually get it to work. That is very unfortunate. Maybe not too aware of their spacing. And now your mate Tim should be moving on.
Oh yeah. Question on the character swap though. I'm really not sure what was trying to avoid. Maybe he just wasn't feeling the May, wasn't having a good time of it.
Yeah, either way.
Oh, actually,
that
it
felt like
could've
a...
been- Sorry, go on.
I felt either way, they felt like a bit of a desperate attempt to
Yeah,
bring it back. But I mean, they were looking super strong as May. I'm not too
yeah.
sure why they chose to go for that sudden swap to a different
It might
character
have
because,
been looking for Faust also has very big buttons as well,
yeah.
trying to even out the playing field. Anyway, who's up next?
Next up, we should have top
Mar
8.
what? Okay, well my day has just been ruined. Apparently Marks beat Brogdon, so I don't get to see my goat in the what are we in? Winners top 8.
We have
Unless
up next
he goes through
Daku
losers.
Meji versus Sapo Cowboy. Potemkin versus Milia. This is a matchup that a lot of people think Milia loses, but I'm on the side of I think Milia wins this. Because, hear me out, because I think that, oh, wait, no, we're locking to the Eno. I take all my words back. This is a completely different matchup.
Oopsie daisy.
Yeah, no Milia is here, but Eno, I think Dakumeji has a type right here. I think we're figuring out the type that Dakumeji has. Female characters that don't let the opponent player play the game. That sounds about right.
I'm surprised he isn't playing Bridget in that case. It's one of the worst defenders.
Oh no. We got the Daru Eno colors because everyone has to choose Daru Eno's colors. The savior of Eno, the one that makes Eno look like an S tier top of the pack.
Eno is S tier top of the pack because I didn't block the mix and now I'm dead.
You didn't guess correctly.
Yeah, she's broken. Please nerf. I think we should take away her jump. Oh no!
The pot buster. Yeah, evening up that damage. Just needs one guess. Wow, Dakumeji going to need a lot more. That was a very good trade in Dakumeji's favor with that stroke trade. But we are still back in neutral. I like these uses of Chemical Love too. It's really catching Sapo Cowboy if they try to do something anywhere in that range. As long as they're not like completely full screen, it will hit and it will get a counter. I mean, if they also try to go for something like Hammerfall, if Dakumeji has meter, they can just cancel into a red RSC and get a combo afterwards.
Oh yeah. Assuming they get a conversion, of course. Garuda Impact, Garuda Impact. Oh, you jumped.
Oh, he tried to jump. Unfortunate. Oh, break. Building up that burst that we have burst on the table still for Dakumeji. Going for a round start. Gigantic Kai after the wall break, but we are making it out. We made it over the fence. No, you got a little too close. One thing about Gigantic Kai is that it will stick to the end of the stage, so that if you get a little too close, you will get hit by it. And Sapo Cowboy not able to get a super big combo of it, but this will be really good. Try to make it under the shield. That is another thing you can do. You can either go over or under. And Ito is one of those few characters that can go under Gigantic Kai.
That flicked projectile clearly caught Dakumeji out entirely and closed out the round. Another one! Sapo is doing really good at just stuffing those projectiles completely. And a back throw as well.
There it is. That's another use of Stroke. Stroke is super good for low profile a lot of moves and punishing them, like just 6K we saw earlier. 6K is just the shoulder. It does not have a low hitbox that it can actually hit Dakumeji from. For that, you want to use something like 2K, 2D, something that hits low to the ground that can stuff her. Here we go. Marks, Potemkin, all right. We got a win on the table. We are in top 8 too. If you're a Potemkin player, you gotta be rejoicing right now, seeing this character doing work in top 8 of a pretty sizable tournament. We've got 31 players here today.
I think this is one of the biggest tournaments we've ever had, actually. A whole ton of new people joining into the server as well for it, which is always good. Trying to grow the fighting game community is like trying to grow tomatoes in a drainage ditch in your backyard. Spoiler alert for anybody who's wondering, it is very hard.
It's not that hard. Okay.
I tried to grow tomatoes in a drainage ditch in my backyard, man. It was pretty difficult.
Oh no, I mean the FGC thing. I don't know anything about tomatoes. I'm not a gardener myself.
Understandable. See, where I live, the tomatoes, for some reason, they just grow a little bit saltier. So every tomato is like
Salty
it's
tomatoes?
unique enough. Yeah, it's unique enough that they're recognized as their own individual branch.
Hey, salty tomatoes with salt is actually pretty good.
It's because I live on an island, 23 square kilometers, and sorry, 23 square miles. I don't know what a kilometer is, and the ocean is never more than 5 miles away. I apologize for the tangent, dear tournament participants, but I really needed to talk about growing tomatoes. You guys don't understand.
That is not enough to kill. The last thing you want to have as Potemkin is to go back into neutral, but both players not wanting to play neutral at all. Both going for the round start super just because. And unfortunately, Gigantor Kai does not have invincibility and was able to be beaten out by Dakumeji's super of their own.
Gigantor doesn't have invincibility. I should get on Dustloop.
All right, now this is the exact situation Dakumeji wants Sapo Cowboy in. You gotta guess high low. But we're gonna go burst right out. Not let any more of this happen. Tries to heavenly the chemical love, but unfortunately it does not have that forward hitbox needed to actually grab Dakumeji from the air right there. And as you are looking really bad, Sapo Cowboy is on the extreme back foot as they keep getting bullied by these chemical loves from full screen. Zoning out Sapo Cowboy, and Sapo Cowboy with no meter either. They cannot have any hope of trying to neutral skip an Ino, and they will lose that game. Game 1. Actually, game 2 going to Dakumeji.
Ino is a zoner. No one will believe me, but I'm telling you, Ino is a zoner.
No, you're completely right. Ino is really a zoner, and I mean, once they get that knockdown, then they're going right back in. But when you're playing neutral, usually you don't want to be super up close to your opponent. You want to be keeping them away for a bit, and then find that opportunity to get right back in, and then start doing your looping pressure again. But you can't play neutral the same way a lot of other characters can.
Indeed, like a weed naturally, of course.
That's a really good song. I like that song.
It was a whole thought process that led up to that. But, what you guys really need to know is that I agree Ino has a hard time in neutral. Well, I say hard time. Hard as in you don't get to push a button and dash into the other person for free, unlike other characters. With,
Ooh, wow!
That
Fantastic. Using that whiff jump move to make Sapo Cowboy try to block it, and went for the command grab. You can't jump after that flash, and this is it. Dakumeji taking that round very convincingly from Sapo Cowboy. Once Dakumeji was able to get in, they really ran their offense the way they really wanted to.
Oh yeah.
Now you have Garuda pressured a little too far in order to get it though. Flicking back in the corner. Get away from me. What are you doing?
Back off. I think Potemkin saying getting away from me has got to be one of those hilariously ironic situations.
I mean, in a way.
That wasn't even a voice line. That was just a straight up moan.
Yeah, that's Ino. I mean, you know how Ino is. You ever play like Xrd? You ever play Accent Core?
Nope.
Yeah.
I played it. I played +R.
She's a little toned down in this game. Let's just say that.
I am aware of the +R incident. One frame, ladies and gentlemen.
So yeah, both of these players looking super strong. I mean, I really like how Dakumeji is really representing that they can play multiple characters. You know, they were looking super strong as Millia, and now they're playing Ino and still looking super strong as this character too. It's not an easy feat to be this good, equally as good with two different characters as we're seeing right here. They may be more confident in Ino for the Potemkin matchup as we were talking about earlier because they were playing Millia earlier and they switched to Ino. But yeah, it's really working out well for them.
I am equally good with both Zato and Potemkin, two characters that I have total 1 playtime on. You don't get any value for the playtime other than 1. I'm not telling you whether it's measured in minutes or seconds or whatever in between. failing that command grab super there, I think Sapo just jumping or being invincible during it, but it doesn't really matter, seeing as his health bar is... You can flick My Chemical Romance?
Yes. At certain distances. As long as, yeah, or as a projectile, because it does count as a projectile, and that's why it's beating out certain moves that Sapo Cowboy tries to do, and that is it.
Yeah.
The Potemkin Buster, eating through the guts too. It's really good that you do a Potemkin Buster a little earlier than before their like critical health, because at critical health, that's where the guts start to kick in. So by doing
yeah.
Potemkin Buster earlier, by doing supers earlier, you actually can get more damage out of it that way.
I did not know that. I should really read Dust Loop instead of getting on stride, pushing buttons, and seeing what happens. Unfortunately, that flick not going to work.
His stroke will.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
And
Ino
another perfect.
not letting Sapo Cowboy to do anything. Sapo Cowboy, unfortunately, guessing wrong every single time, and now you're back in that same exact situation. I really like what Dokumeji was doing there. Something that you notice is that there's multiple things that Dokumeji can do to mix up their offense. They can either go for the overhead, go for a low, or they can go for an overhead, cancel that into JD, and all of these are unreactable. So you don't know if she's going for a double overhead. You don't know if she's going to go for an overhead and then a low.
Unfortunately, Ino is one of those characters I hate playing against because she requires you to make so many reads in a row, and I am illiterate. I play Leo.
One of the best things to do, I mean, one of the best things about knowing, well, one of the best things to do against a character like Ino actually is something that, I mean, normally you don't want to do this. It's normally like, oh, taboo that you shouldn't do this against characters, but actually Ino is, it's effective to mash out of her pressure. Don't respect her. Because when you respect her, that's where she can keep on overextending like that. She can go double dash, overhead, or overhead low, and then try to go for another overhead. It doesn't quite work out like that. That's not true. You can mash out of it. You can break out of it. But again, choosing the right time to do it and reading Ino properly. Because if she reads you, she can just go for the overhead, double overhead, and then now you're getting counter hit and put into a combo.
Oh yeah.
And then it starts back all over again because looping pressure.
Another one of those characters I'm adding to my dodge the matchup list. I saw that, the 5D getting thrown.
Swapping sides. Okay, going for another stroke blue beat combo too. And you are not blocking all of that. Dokumeji on set point against space. No, are we on set point? We're not on set point, not quite yet.
No, not quite yet.
Yeah, Sapo Cowboy is up game too as well. Oh, jumping straight over that grab. Man, this is such a tough situation for Sapo Cowboy. And Sapo Cowboy can get out sometimes, but unfortunately, it feels like they're being stuffed so much at the time. But once they're able to get out, we can get super big combos just like that. And getting those grabs really do so much work for him. But, you know, it's about getting out of that pressure. That's one of the main things that you want to do. Or one of the main things about defense is not just blocking everything. It's not necessarily about guessing against Ino's pressure the entire time. It's about escaping that pressure.
Like, I can block for hours. I can't guess right in terms of how to get out of the pressure. It's for... Leo has a DP, which I forget about until I watch somebody do his DP. So when I'm stuck...
It's the best DP in the game. You shouldn't.
Yeah,
you should
no,
not forget that.
when I'm stuck in the corner, I literally spend the entire time waiting to see if I can mash 5P. I forget he's got an invincible on startup. Is that... Are we seeing...
Yeah, I mean, I remember also if you get the flash kick too, if that hits, like heavy flash kick, you get a free back turn stance after that.
Oh, yeah.
It is such a scary move.
If you're me, nobody's really worried when you go into Leo back turn stance, because 9 times out of 10, I will absolutely stop all of my pressure to go for the command grab.
Okay, that was the game. That was a set for Dokumeji, taking 3-2 over Sapo Cowboy. Dokumeji going to winners semis, while on the other hand, we have Marks versus Yamate Tim coming right up. Nagoriyuki versus yet another Potemkin.
We're 8 in this tournament, dude. Next tournament, I'm gonna make it so that every single Potemkin player gets seeded against, like, I don't know, the current #1 seed.
Potemkin players against Potemkin players.
Oh,
Team
yeah.
kills.
So them knock each other out.
Hey, we're getting right into that. Sword is already touching Potemkin. Potemkin's a huge boy.
Oh yeah. I was hoping to see a Kara round start Buster.
Yeah, and that is not super reliable, especially when you got stuff like Fukio. That can be so scary. Ooh, that is huge for your mate Tim right there. Oh, wait. Yeah, your mate Tim. And Mark the Dragon Gain sent flying through that wall.
Cloud used to close the difference, still covering his Fukio with them, doing an exceptional job of making it so that you can't just run in and punish it. Charge Dust going to let you continue your combo and kill there. It's a round for your mate Tim.
Yeah, you cannot Hammerfall in the way that you'd hope against a character like Nagoriyuki because they can cancel their normals into follow-ups, so that just breaks through the armor of Heat Knuckle. It can only take 2 hits.
Good counter hit, good counter hit. Not able to capitalize off of it as it was a...
Trying to go for the aerial wire. See?
Oh,
it's a gold burst Hammerfall forward, heavenly Podbuster, and that's the first one of the tournament. And that is it. Cracking that vampire's back.
The hypest move in all of Guilty Gear Strive. I'm gonna need somebody to put the Freebird solo over there. Two counter hits,
bring him
Mark's
all the way
push.
back down.
Oh,
You're in hell, Nagoriyuki. You're playing as a grappler right now. Going to block this. This should be a block against the super. Yes, it will. No, fails the punish though. Looks like they try to go for a Kara and Kara Potbuster maybe and completely mess that up. And
This
now
one's
going
not
for
gonna
another
miss.
super. This is not going to kill, but it is a lot of damage on the table. A huge life lead for your mate Tim right now. Just don't mess up your blood gauge.
Doesn't
Don't
matter
go
about
for
the
your
blood
move.
gauge. That life lead is almost entirely gone now. Marks the
Jumping
dragon
over the
remembering
clone,
that
just
all
out of the range of these swords. Tech throw.
the throw.
Oh no!
That's
Try to
gonna
forward
kill.
Mega Fist, and the clone went
Couldn't
right
make the comeback.
through. It did come down super close though. Marks the Dragon was really looking on top of it towards the very end. Gained like the right reads, gained the right hits, but not able to carry it all the way through for the next round. And now we're going into the second game between these two players. You make Tim 1 game on deck. Marks the Dragon could potentially take more.
Mankind New. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Here we go. No Mercy Gold Burst, absolutely missing entirely. Marks the Dragon seems to have suddenly managed to move to Canada.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Tragic occurrence. Your mate Tim is joining him, clearly.
Piercing, waiting it out, getting a hit, but not able to
Full
convert it
Roman
into
cancel.
any substantial combo. And you make Tim again immediately taking back this pressure. And I like Mark's usage of these backwards Mega Fists to get out of the pressure. That's one of Potemkin's best normals, best moves. Tries to go for the tick throw. Pot Buster. I don't know if anyone here knows that tech, but what Marks the Dragon was trying to do was they were trying to use the Gigantic High as well as their jumping normal to make it so that you are grabbable with a Pot Buster through it.
Didn't quite work out, unfortunately. I would have loved to see that.
If you don't know it, it can be very scary, but when you do, that is something that you can easily expect from him. Just know that it is very weird how it works, but the only thing that matters is that it does work.
Oh yeah. It's got to be the worst feeling in the world to be stuck blocking and just know that that grab is coming.
All right, we got those Potemkin combos. Garuda, you try to jump out. 2K2D wall break.
Unbelievable. I feel like 5H should instantly kill you. or not 5H, Potemkin 6H should instantly kill you. It's a man the size of a mountain punching you with enough force to kill a building.
Okay, there we go. I like that reaction, and that's going to land. I was a bit unsure because of the angle, but Heavenly Pot Buster working its magic.
Boom! That is some damage going on there. Gigantic High to ensure that you're still blocking. The burst gonna let your mate Tim escape what was otherwise an awful situation to be in.
Ooh, Mark the Dragon trying to backdash these normals, backdash on Wake Up, trying to get a bit of that heavy weight and vulnerability, but unfortunately it is getting caught every single time by your mate Tim, and you gotta guess correctly at this point. You have no mirror either. Lots of things are going to chip you out at this point, and that armor is not going to save you from certain death. It may block hits, but it does not block damage.
I keep falling into that trap when I play characters with armor. I always forget, just because I can power through their stuff doesn't mean I have the resources to do it. In this case, the resource being my health bar.
Yeah, it's a lot like Street Fighter in a sense, you know, Drive Impact, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, that is bad. Yeah, you're going to want to burst that for Mercs, not wanting to get any more of this pressure. Oh, wow.
That is big damage.
We are on a perfect. Just needs to keep on holding up this pressure. This should be enough. Super. This is going to land and going to take that game. Perfect on the table. The 7 golden letters. You mate Tim.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely feeling the momentum for that right now. Another round start counter hit. Bring him all the way to the corner. Look at that damage. Yeah, positive bonus for Yugi. Double blood gauge level, or triple blood gauge level.
I saw a really interesting. Sorry, does the clone have a hitbox?
Yes, the clone has a
Curious.
hitbox. Not hitbox, but hitbox.
All right.
It's a projectile.
No, I meant, sorry, does the clone have a hurt box?
No, it
I
does not.
swear, Marks just sat on the clone and it counter hit Tim. I could be just seeing things, so. Roman Cancel gonna block the dust.
Tries to 6H, but there's so much recovery after that move. If you're going to hit it, you got to make sure that hits. And that was a fantastic whiff punish from your mate Tim to take that game. We are fighting game fundamentalists right here.
Oh yeah. Good fundamentals involve run up throw. Yes, suck it dirt, Nagoriyuki supremacy.
Right.
He's got dreadlocks on.
Mate Tim moving on through winners to fight Dakumeji. That's going to be a really fun match to watch as we have it coming up right now. Dakumeji, or Yumei Tim, already on the cab, raring to go after that match, that dominating 3-0 from that last set. But here we go. Let's see how they can keep up that momentum going and maybe secure a victory here. This is going to be a really important victory to win, as this will secure you a very strong place in the bracket. Nagoriyuki versus Ino. Dakumeji not looking to play Millia this time around and sticking to their guns.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Ah! Oh, I forgot closing tabs is the railgun sound from Ultra Kill. I jump scared myself. Anyways, back to the game.
Why would you make it the railgun sound from Ultra Kill? I have so many questions. Why?
Mental health issues. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought it was funny, and then I didn't change it. So I occasionally jump scare myself. Since I almost
funny is all you need.
Fair enough. I swear I saw the startup for Bloodsucking Universe get thrown.
Duel 2, let's rock. Immediate try to go for the Rekka Fukyo, but immediately getting checked by Dakimeji. I like that Dakimeji is being aware of how to play against the Nagoriyuki matchup, checking forward Fukyo, not letting Nagoriyuki advance. Blocking the gold burst. Oh, wow. We saw the gold burst work so much on Dakimeji when he was against Sapo Cowboy. But now Dakimeji is getting a hang of it, realizing that, hey, maybe I should just block a bit. Maybe expect that gold burst. And now you have wasted a burst and you cannot burst out of this combo. Dakimeji, nearly a perfect. And will take that very first game. Super fast, super dominating. Your mate Tim is now on the back foot in the very first game of this set. But we're going into game 2. Things could very well change.
Oh, by the way, everyone, after this, I believe, is our 10-minute break, which I'm going to use to eat muffins and go to the bathroom.
So catching me low. Now we're going overhead.
Ino terrifying with her high-low mix. And some
Backwards
pretty
throw.
good Oki
And
with
more
that.
of these notes. There it is again, that overhead, double overhead, getting the combo afterwards. That is something that I pointed out in the last set, and it's going to be something that Dakimeji is going to continue to do to keep up very threatening offense.
Him sitting pretty with 2 full blood bars. And a bar of meter. Gonna spend that meter to Roman cancel and try and continue, but the faultless defense gonna push him away. And Dakimeji is just gonna take that round out right there. You know
Looking
where
incredibly dominant.
I didn't know she was wearing something under that belt.
You didn't know?
No, nobody plays Ino, and I'm usually far too busy thirsting over way more interesting characters like the 2017 Santa Cruz Hightower.
All right.
Reversal Super. It was blocked. PRC. YRC. Hell of an interaction. Good reactions from both players. Blood-sucking universe. Tim, time to start pushing buttons.
Dakimeji bursting out. You know, just play it a little more patient. They still have that life advantage. Of course, it can disappear at a moment's notice. Maybe trying to wait out a blood pop, but Tim not letting him have it. We're eating up here in rounds. Nice, very nice comeback from Tim right there.
Oh yeah. At the start of this, it looked like he was getting completely rolled.
6P, no more, no more. Slap Ino away. Now it's my turn for my pressure. Look at that corner carry too. That's just Nagoriyuki at his finest. I really like how he's backing up right now. But maybe backed up a little too far, as now their normals, you're not at level 3. Your normals are going to whiff when you back up that far. But they had the right idea, you know, keeping that advantageous position is super important, maybe even more important than just sticking on them. People often have that misconception of you stick on them and they can't leave the corner. No, you gotta stay back, so if they try to escape, you're there to catch them. If you're right up on them, if they try to escape, there's not much you can do about it.
Important to note. Are you kidding me? This PC doesn't currently meet the system requirements to run Windows 11. Alright, I guess I know what I'm doing with my break.
Going into game 3. Dakimeji already on set point. This is the game to win for Dakimeji, and this is also the game to win for Tim if they want to stay in winners right now and not have to go through that losers bracket, that losers gauntlet between all these other very strong top 8 finishers.
Right now. I don't fancy anybody's chances trying to get to that. Looks to be just a slog. That's another nice overhead. Big counter hit. Uh-oh.
Is this going to land? No, it will not.
kidding
The
me?
invincibility from the cannons. Oh, it wasn't even cannons, the speakers. Throwing out those projectiles.
In my opinion, that sucks. Good command grab. Blood-sucking universe gonna mean that Tim can just throw out whatever he wants for a little bit there. Ooh, except for that. You really shouldn't have thrown out a move right there, Chan. That was gonna big counter hit. It's gonna end up with you to the wall and a positive bonus for Dr. Meshi. Another blood-sucking universe though. It's getting it's really good at landing those. Footsies.
Throwing out the clone. Free neutral skip clone Fukyo. What can you do about it? But what you can do against a command grab is to jump it. And because of that Seagull jump, we are snowballing all the way to the other corner. This should be enough. Ending it with a super, keeping it flashy, keeping it simple, making sure that Nagori Yuki is dead. Nakumeji moving on to winners finals. Or not final, winners finals, grand finals actually. They are looking on super strong, on a roll. I cannot believe they didn't get seated higher as they have been playing extremely well.
Yeah, we have a oh, permission? Okay, fine. It's break time, ladies and gentlemen, after that, since next up will be losers and then your grand finals. So we will be heading offline for about 10 minutes or so. In the meantime, feel free to grab a snack, grab some popcorn, use the bathroom, or in my case, restart your fucking computer. Actually, you know what? No, I'm just gonna wait until after the tournament in case something breaks. Are we back? We are back. Welcome back, everybody, after that 10-minute break to, I believe right now we're streaming the losers side. Yes, we are. Losers round. Challenge, please.
The first losers round of top 8 coming up
Thank
first.
you.
We should have
Losers round
Shinki
6.
versus BRK559. I'm gonna shorten that to Burke.
It looks like Bansi versus Dylan first.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Bansi versus Dylan. We haven't seen Bansi. We haven't seen Burke on stream just yet. So, you know, it could be really interesting. Do you know these players at all?
Not a clue. I think these are more of those new players who come out for the tournament.
New players. Well, if they are new players, that is really impressive to be in top 8 right now.
Oh yeah.
It should be
Well, I
really
say-
cool. I mean,
Air quotes. Like new players as in we haven't seen them in the server around.
yeah, no, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Ah.
By the way,
Oh,
it's gonna be really cool. I think that's not knowing the players also has its own fun.
oh
you
yeah,
can-
because you don't know what they're gonna do.
Exactly. You don't know what they play like. You don't know who they play. You don't know, like where they placed, like outside of this tournament.
I'm
gonna be
willing to
really
bet
interesting.
that BRK plays Potemkin and Bansi plays Bridget.
Why is that?
Yeah, Dylan.
The names.
The names. Yeah.
That's all the reason you need. I mean, some people
Bridget-
just name their name. They just get their names from their characters. But either way, it
Right.
looks like we got BRK up on stream on deck, and they are playing Leo.
You're a top Scottish player, Mr. Dylan. Oh, my head goes off to you. Unfortunately, Scotland is like 9,000 miles away from where I live, so
Right, Shinki versus BRK. This is going to be a very fun set. Leo versus Kai, two kings of Illyria in the lore. If you know the lore at all.
don't look at the Guilty Gear lore unless you have a spare 6 hours.
Both Kai versus Leo, both very mid-range focused characters, and also both very versatile characters.
I am rooting for Burke. Every time I see Leo on screen, my brain just starts automatically producing. Never mind, Burke, you suck. That was a terrible burst.
We're going for the ride. The lightning,
lightning.
is this
That's
enough?
a
It is not enough.
No,
Not
it
able to
didn't
shoot through
kill
those guts.
Chat.
Wow, but the
Wow, okay.
tanks on the Fuger arc ready to block for BRK, and they got grabbed. Perfect for the very first round here in losers top 8. This is how you know we got a good one on our hands. Bursting the DP does not want to eat that back turn stance pressure, and that was a very strong burst for Shinki very strong burst for Shinki right there, as they did get that wall break. That was a lot of damage on the table, and another throw to finish it off.
I think this is one of those people who should have never been sent to losers. It's another one of Dirt's seeding incidents.
Shinki is on a roll. That was super fast.
Apparently, there's a big Tekken scene in Scotland, which is funny since out of all the fighting games, I figured they'd play Street Fighter. Well, actually, no. Tekken does have Kuma, so
Tekken has a bigger worldwide scene.
Really?
Bigger than Street Fighter, actually. Yeah.
really,
Yeah, you'd be
all you ever
surprised.
hear anyone talking about is Street Fighter.
Well, that's just because Tekken hasn't gotten a Tekken 8 just yet.
Oh, fair.
Try to go
Seeing
for
the
another
DP
grab.
come
It
out.
seems.
Oh,
Getting a
come
gold
on,
burst, just using the
dude.
stun dipper. Gold burst, immediate stun dipper. This is how you know we're playing
I'm
Kai
getting,
right
like,
now.
Second-hand irritation. From
Wow,
seeing
we're going to
backturn
DP right out. One thing about Leo backturn stance is that he cannot block unless he commits to a parry just like that. Maybe expecting another DP, but recovering just in time to punish Shinki, and you are getting sent through the wall. Area switch, charge,
No!
dust. You are not reacting to those. Is this enough? This is enough.
Yes, it is.
Sent back to the ground.
God, I love watching Leo play the game. Nah, it's a shame he never gets to. Shinki
5K.
demonstrating very good fundamentals with Kai Case there. That run-up throw is one of his most important tools. Kai is, in fact, a grappler.
Yeah, you'll notice that what Shinki likes to do, and what a lot of Kais like to do, is they like to 5K you on wake up, or 5K you for their pressure, because it is so versatile. It's very quick, it reaches quite far, and he can dash cancel, which is one of his main pressure tools, and also he can jump cancel it as well, and it leads into all of his main normals that he wants to use to pressure you. And this throw is going to take it. We are evening up here
Saw
in
the
rounds right now,
5K
not
again.
letting BRK get that game, but we're round start DPing just because
That was
throwing the cross up. That is another important thing to do in this Leo matchup, is to throw that cross up. Once you can make them stop doing the cross up, you completely remove one layer of his offense.
Also, it really, really hurts their feelings, so you're winning the mental battle.
Another thing about 5K too is what we're seeing too. Oh my gosh, throwing DP.
That was beautiful. I love that. Leo's
That was
command grab
perfectly
is my
timed.
favorite move in the entire game. That's unfortunate, though.
Yeah, looks like they tried to go for a fireball, and Shinki grabbing him on round start, throwing him, sending him, throwing him to the ground. What? Eat that dust,
On God.
bite that dust. But we
Gapped.
have
I love
Shinki
seeing the messages that
2-0.
people have for like wins and defeats on the lobby screen. This is my
Oh yeah,
favorite
no,
part.
it's very fun. I think mine is I use this for all the fighting games I play. It's it just works.
Yeah. My my victory one is GG EC no re in all caps, and the defeat one is the sun was in my eye. Just because I decided I was gonna play Chaos and Leo, so I needed to be, you know, toxic enough to make it work.
Gotta role play the character, or
Yeah,
not
exactly.
role play the character. Role play the players of the character. There you go.
Exactly.
Get into the correct mindset.
Let's
And
go!
wow,
I
that
knew
is
that.
going right
Dash up
through. That
parry,
is it going for again another DP read.
That right there, so much dopamine. You don't even know. I'm like riding a high right now.
Oh, BRK is
That
on a roll.
was-
He's telling you,
that was
stop
the ideal
DPing
Leo round.
in my face. I am going to punish you for it and punish you hard. Now, maybe Shinki is probably going to be a little more afraid to do DPs on wake up, DPs in Leo while he's doing back turn stance. I love these adjustments that these players are making, because BRK was not doing that before in the very first game, but now they're doing it a lot more because they know that Shinki is willing to DP through their pressure.
Unfortunately, BRK not getting to do much pressure there. Once you start stuffing Leo's cross up, he kind of falls apart.
I wouldn't say that quite
No,
yet.
it's like mentally.
Mentally, maybe, I guess, yeah.
I personally, once people start stuffing my cross up, I don't want to play the game anymore. I don't get to see the big funny numbers.
Wow, Shinki is just throwing out these 5Ps, getting a low, clipping that feet, chopping him off, and taking that game. Shinki is moving up, while BRK, unfortunately, is now out of the tournament. Shinki will be facing off against Marks for the next losers round. But before that, we have Bancy versus Dylan Eccles coming right up. Dylan,
I'm telling you, Bancy is definitely playing Bridget.
definitely playing Bridget. All right, we'll see.
I guess wrong with BRK. Not playing Potemkin at all. About as far from Potemkin as you can get.
That's a Zato.
I'm leaving.
That's the furthest thing that could be. That's the
I'm
furthest thing you
leaving.
get from Bridget.
I'm leaving.
But this is really cool. We were just talking about how we haven't been seeing a lot of Zatos,
No,
but now
actually-
we got a Zato on the table. This is gonna be really cool. They made it really far too, so they've shown that they are a good Zato and that they can make it work. We got Dylan Eccles on Anji. I remember they went out really early in the tournament, but they've been really working through losers right now and staging this comeback, maybe trying to get to grand finals with Anji. But before that, you gotta get through Bancy first. And the intros rock. Take that coat off. What is with fighting game characters and ditching their coats?
Dude, it gets in the way of the fight.
Oh, come on.
Except for
You're
Johnny.
cool with the coats.
Okay, listen. Johnny is the only one whose balls are massive enough to rock the code while he's fighting.
Okay,
Because
Manon
Johnny
in
is
Street Fighter. Okay.
well, yeah. All right.
Kuma in Melty Blood.
Well, I
I
was
mean,
talking
come
about
on.
specifically the Strive series, and I suppose Order Kai does as well. And I suppose I said Order Kai. Order Sol does, and I guess Kai does as well.
I mean, Kai is still in the Holy Order, so
Yeah.
technically there is an Order Kai.
Yeah, fair. You know what? Let's go with that. I didn't misspeak. I know what I'm talking about. I'm awesome.
All
Wow.
these counter hits,
Asshole
Fancy not
eating.
wanting to keep willing to press buttons on their wake up. I'm not too sure quite what they're expecting from Dylan right now, but either way, Dylan is just okay. I'm just going to keep pressing buttons on your wake up and just going to keep counter hitting you. That's a lot of damage. If
Who
one
is
thing
the-
Anji has, if there's everything else is stripped away from Anji, Anji got damage.
And Guts. Can't forget about Guts. Anji
Oh,
Mito's freaking Guts, dude.
Good old Japanese guts put in work.
Yes, sir. Is
I find it
Anji
hilarious.
American, right? Where is Anji from? Like
Japan.
in lore.
Japan.
It really?
Mhm.
It's like the least Japanese person in the cast.
Duel 1.
Oh
Really?
wait, hang on. I have the
Really?
voices set to English. I have the voices set to English. He sounds very American. in my
Least
defense.
Japanese person. I mean, even if he sounds like that, look at his
I meant-
clothing.
I meant voice-wise. You missed the.
Okay,
the
okay, yeah,
straight
sure,
context that
sure.
led up to that. Poor
Fancy getting clipped
Fancy not
low,
getting
very
played.
low health. They couldn't do too much in that situation, and they don't have burst going to this next round. So if Dylan Eccles can get this round really fast, then Fancy won't have burst to break out of a combo and potentially live. Look at that risk building up, trying to go for a tech throw. I'm not too sure what the idea was right there, but we're going to go for a super. This shouldn't be enough to kill, but it's going to be close. No, it is.
What?
Okay.
Damn.
Perfect.
Okay. I guess Zato doesn't have any internal organs at all.
Unfortunately, we haven't been seeing Bancy run their Zato very much. I haven't really seen Eddie come out all too much.
I
And
think it's
every
Zato.
single time they get hit once, Dylan Eccles is just on top of them, not letting them breathe one bit.
Oh yeah. And I was disappointed. I was looking forward to some good Zato gameplay.
Well, who knows? This is the third game. We're getting those adjustments in. They're finally starting to lock in. Probably we've already gone through 4 rounds. So potentially we could see Fancy start bringing in that game plan a little bit more. We got a counter hit. We got a burst bait. We're not
I
sending
don't know if
Eddie
that was
out.
a drop combo.
Shuas, now we got Eddie. All right. Gotta hold this pressure. We got Sandwich.
gone.
Oppose. You're invincible. You can't be touching Zato while he has a pose out. Going for the sword. Keeping that pressure going. But Dylan Eccles manages to jump out. Of not avoiding
Oh,
the frog,
no.
though.
Just missing that to us.
Bonk. Butterfly extends the combo. And charge dust to get some extra damage on the table. We build up a bit of meter from that final hit. PRCing through the oppose.
Good
Maybe trying to
counter hit.
grab Fancy. But Fancy getting a very solid counter hit. Tries to PRC. Maybe trying to react to whatever button that Dylan is going to throw out, but unfortunately Dylan Eccles did not throw out any button and was able to take that round. We're on set point for Dylan.
If he wins this, he wins everything.
Wins
Oh, reverse throw. Well, sorry, wins wins everything in this set.
Yeah, this is the only set
Actually,
that
yeah,
matters
no.
though. We got killed the Zato. Oh, you're a little too far away.
That's unfortunate. There's an entire group dedicated to killing Zato specifically. We have one of their commentators here. Unfortunately, he's busy writing all of the essays ever.
Look at all these drills. Lots of corner carry, even on block. Going for a burst. Oh no, and that is the game-winning hit. Dylan is
Dylan.
moving on 3-0 through losers.
Such a tragedy we didn't get to see hardly any Zato gameplay. You know what? I think after the tournament's over, I vote we get him in here.
That is really unfortunate, but you know, even if I mean, like, that's really unfortunate that we haven't been able to see a lot of Zato in that set. But that really just goes to show how strong Dylan is playing as Anji right now. Even if they went out early, they're still a very strong player. Some player that you still have to consider.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Who do you think's gonna come out on top?
Who do I think is going to come out on top?
Yeah.
I'm
What's
not
your
gonna say any names. I don't want to sound biased, but going through the players, Dokumeji obviously is looking incredibly strong, incredibly dominating. So many sweeps in this bracket, and just playing a very mix-up heavy character that a lot of people don't know how to properly deal with. Ino, Milia can change those characters depending on how they're feeling, and both characters very suffocating. And in the hands of Dokumeji is making them look very, very good. Then we have Marks Potemkin, a very strong Potemkin player. He's really representing this character, along with Sapo Cowboy, both a little different play styles, but overall just that Potemkin
I think
getting
they are
the
the
right
last two
read
Potemkins as well.
consistently and getting the damage they want from just one interaction. Then we have Shinki. Shinki is looking extremely solid. Kai player. And Kai, you know, we all know Kai's a super solid character, so it
Oh,
suits
yeah.
Shinki very well. And they're doing a really great job with their tick pressure. And again, it's super scary. I want to say Shinki and Dokumeji, though, I think are the players to look out for at the moment with how strong they are playing and how consistently they can play both in neutral and in neutral, in offense, and in pressure.
Very true. Hold on a minute. I had a thought process and then I read chat and it disappeared. I gotta stop doing that. Guys, good pressure. Guys, good pressure. Guys, good pressure. What was it again? What was it? All right, I give up.
It'll come to you later, tomorrow when you're working.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna wake up and it's
In a
just
cold
gonna
sweat.
pop into my head and I'm gonna be so annoyed. Who's up? Are we waiting for someone?
That we are.
Who are we missing? It's right
We're
now.
missing
It should be.
Shinki right now.
It should be Sapo versus Dylan.
Is it?
Yeah, they're up first.
Oh. Gotcha. Okay, no, it is Shinki versus Marks.
What? Tab. I'm clearly illiterate. Huh. It says that the first one, for me, it says the first one is Sapo and Dylan.
Really?
Yeah, here, hold on. Put it in.
My first one was
Dark.
Marks versus Shinki.
Alright.
No, that is the first one. Marks versus Shinki is the first one.
Oh! Wait, the hourglass means that.
Do you... Okay. Alright, anyways. Marks, Shinki, Potemkin versus Kai. What do you know
Listen,
about this
guys.
matchup right now?
What do I know about that matchup? I know that. I know that Strive just. Where did Strive go? Dirt, if you ever call me an American again, I swear to God, I'm gonna come to Poland. I'm gonna take away your. I'm gonna come to Poland and I'm gonna take away your borscht.
Immediate heat knuckle going straight through, using the armor to tank through those buttons that Shinki is throwing out. That's something we're probably going to be seeing a lot of. Shinki is going to want to use like those further reaching buttons, but Hammerfall is going to go right through them. And there's Flick. Flick is going to keep you very vulnerable and for a good amount of time. So Stun Dipper will go right under. Oh wow, that wall stuck? Very interesting. I did not know that you could wall stick like that late into the combo.
Yeah, me either, truth be told. I thought he would have bounced.
All right, we're just 5 ping on wake up. Yep.
You'll have to
Yeah,
see
I
it.
see you.
Oh, the Kara Buster not gonna go through round start. Good tech throw. That's going to be an unfortunate punish there. Marks the Dragon getting carried across the screen. Gold Burst! It's got full meter. It's going to spend some of it immediately to get the Garuda Impact knockdown.
Counter hit,
Wasn't
going to get that
blocking.
knockdown. Yet another
Guessed
counter
wrong.
hit and using Future Arc. One thing that you're going to be seeing a lot with Future Arc. Oh, that is dead.
Sucks.
That is the very first game of this set going to Shinki. One thing that you're going to notice a lot about Future Arc is that it's a fantastic anti-air, and it's also a fantastic way to reset pressure. That is his main pressure reset tool outside of those dash cancels. We did see Marks counter one of those dash cancels before with the gold burst, but you gotta be able to consistently react to them, and they're also quite fast. So being able to manage Kai trying to reset their pressure every single time with those dash cancels is going to be hard, but it is doable.
Here we go, duel 1, round start. Oh, they gotta love the 2D round start. Big counter hit. Putting Max
My
Marks in the
projectile.
corner immediately. Oh yeah. Gotta love when Potemkin just reaches out, snatches your projectile, and makes eye contact the entire time. Kai not building up nearly as much meter as nearly as much risk as some of the other characters we've seen in this tournament, but it doesn't matter because you get a guaranteed OTG from the throw. Hammerfall gonna armor through that round start, 2D. Back throw. Garuda Impact to 5H.
Enter Kai, this is going to hit. Now you're stuck in this pressure, and you are
And now
getting
you're dead.
blockbustered. Dead.
GG easy.
You're not living that.
You know, my favorite thing to do as pot is to Buster and then combo it into Heavenly Potemkin Buster. And the damage scaling makes it so that the HPV does exactly 2 damage, but it's a mental battle.
Oh, there
Speaking
it
of the
is.
mental
That's
battle.
the Hammerfall cancel bait. You try to jump, and you are getting Heavenly Podbuster. It's just the classic. It's the classic.
Never go wrong with the Hammerfall pod, but that. You know what? Never mind.
It's timeless. You know what else is timeless?
What?
Hammerfall PRC Podbuster as well.
Oh, very true. Oh, very.
Those are the
true.
two timeless. Both
Gotta
old
get
Hammerfall.
hit by that. I still get hit by that.
Lots of people still get hit by it. It's not really something that you can properly avoid as well as you'd hope.
Hmm. Supposedly you would jump, but
Duel 1. Let's rock. Yeah, there's that Future Arc bringing you all the way back down to the ground. How dare you try to jump? Speed. Okay, now we got some pressure going, but we're going to back. Mega Fist. Shinki. Just keeping Marks locked down, and this is tough. We're getting the back throw. This is huge. Oh no! Tries to get forward, but the burst. They get her out. Shield is out. Gotta hold this.
big counter hit. Not able to capitalize off of it. I would have thought that would have been a combo there. Jumping over the stun dipper and gonna get back thrown for your troubles. My projectile.
Don't get near me.
Back up.
That's dead.
Did you...
No,
No, you
not.
missed the hammer
The
fall.
combo was
So far it's
missed.
looking ridiculously even, and that's dead. The burst got baited, and you messed up the punish. It's a 5P to close it out.
Right, we are on the table as Mark's looking really good. Knowing the Kai matchup, it seems. Know exactly how to play against this character. 6 ping the flick. That is something that you can do. Though you do want to be careful because in certain situations, that flick can also be used as a frame trap. So you will get punished. Or you will get counter hit for it.
Just went for a frame trap attempt there, I think. That's why he delayed it a little bit. Could have been also waiting for Shinki to hopefully jump into it to let him start pressure and maybe get out the corner. Forwards Mega Fist. That hitbox massive. Good anti-air.
That is huge.
And that is death. I didn't even see the health bar disappear. Checking the opponent's connection.
Oh no.
Strive Earth. Strive Earth. Strive Earth. Strive Earth. The opponent has returned to the room.
Okay. All right. Do we disconnect?
I have no idea. I think we wait for a minute, see what happens. Hold on.
Wonderful.
Let me peep the tournament chat. See what's going on. Apparently, we're experiencing some skill issue. I think there was a desync.
Oh, was there? That's unfortunate.
I just realized it's a slug cat.
All right. Well, technical issues. How was your day?
My day so far has been pretty good. I woke up this morning. I slept in a whole extra half hour, so I woke up at 6:30 instead of 6. Got paid $50 to wash a neighbor's car, as I do every Saturday. It's the easiest
Oh,
$50 I get.
That is
Yeah.
a fantastic way to get some money on that grind.
Oh yeah. Aside from the regular 9 to 5 during the week. Let's see what else. My friend's mom was hosting community day down at the park right 2 minutes from my house, so I went and hung out with all of the churchgoers who are surprisingly chill, considering I'm a godless heathen. And then I came home and had to lift solar panels onto a roof.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
sounds like
Shin
a
got
great day.
Shin got desynced.
I just woke up early and went to work. Then came back and had to commentate this. Pretty
God,
eventful too.
weekends Sucks. Working on weekends sucks, and like the job I do is at a water sports rental, so there's a 50% chance that I don't get a weekend. I get 3
Oh,
days
yeah,
off a week, but they might not be the weekend.
I work Saturdays and I work Sundays. But
Yuck.
I don't work Fridays.
Oh, there you go.
So in a way, I still get the weekend. And also, I don't work Wednesdays usually.
Awesome.
So it's actually pretty nice. I actually like it more than a weekend in a row. You know what I mean? It's like that one buffer in the middle, go to work, and then you're like, oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can just chill after work again.
That's fair.
Spaces out a bit more.
That's fair. I can understand that. The tech issues are working on being sorted, by the way.
Yeah, that's why Tuesdays. I love Tuesdays because I get a chill Tuesday, stay up late, and then know how to work Wednesday. Then I go work Thursday,
fair.
and then I have to work Friday.
I'm just excited for the 14th when I leave to go to the UK to study, because then I will actually be able to stay up late Friday nights. Right now, I cannot stay up late Friday nights because my Saturday is horrifically busy usually. It's just been rather chill today for some strange reason. I'm suspicious. I feel like I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna have to ride 40 miles again.
That does not sound like a fun experience.
While we wait, I should definitely challenge the tournament participants. Dirt would love if I did that.
Are you actually going to do it?
No, no, no. Oh my god. Holy shit, you're right. Annie, you don't understand. I've been trapped on this island for so long, I forgot that sometimes, you know, people can actually have free time during the week.
Just chilling.
Yeah, I'm
I'm gonna-
aware.
Take a quick break while we are waiting for the torment person to get back. I will be right back very quickly.
Alright, somebody want to tell Salty we're back? I guess not.
Duel 1.
Here we go, Duel 1, let's rock. Marks the Dragon versus Shinki, continuing the match from where we left off due to a bit of a skill issue.
All right, I'm back. Perfect timing.
Hello. You're just in
Playing
time.
on a biking stage. I love this stage. This is a really cool stage.
You're just in time to watch a little bit of trolling.
About time. Just in the nick of time to watch some good Guilty Gear.
Perfect.
Hammerfall, no
Hammerfall.
punish though.
Big counter hit. 6H. 6H, yes. 6P coming in handy as usual. Good flick, gonna put Shin all the way in the corner. Roman cancel Garuda impact.
There's the Buster. It was coming at some point.
I thought it was coming after the Garuda on block, surely, but no. Behold my true strength. Kai is the most honest Shoto in the game. And he holds innocent players back from Celestial.
Okay, getting this wall break. That's a,
That
a lot of
that
health.
should
gone.
have killed. I disagree.
There's the Stun Dipper PRC. You're back into the pressure, but the back
Never mind.
throw
No more pressure.
got a little too close to comfort.
Right bumper.
Right bumper if you're a pad player. We never know. I feel like a lot of grapplers play on pad.
I play on
Like a
head.
surprising amount.
I think it's because most grapplers have this small issue where they have a constant glue diet, and that makes it very hard to afford other luxuries like a hitbox.
Maybe.
Or
Maybe.
they could just be me when I'm having a whimsical day and I decide I want to play Strive on keyboard, and then I somehow manage to perfectly input a combo I've been struggling with for 3 weeks.
All right, we got another cool stage too. I love this stage. Asuka's stage is really cool.
Oh,
Lots
yeah.
of stuff going on. Hopefully it does not lag. It's looking pretty good for the players though so far. You're in Garuda pressure. You cannot burst that, not from that far. This is really bad now.
No burst
Put
and
yourself
in
in
the
a bad situation. The PRC
6P.
reacts to the Future Arc at 6P, and we're going to punch you straight
You are
through the ceiling.
dead, my friend.
I love that
Out
scene
into
transition.
space. It's so good. Big counter hit. Good combo from Marks the Dragon. That is a lot of health gone from Shin. That is at least one. No, not getting.
What in the world
jump
just happened
read.
right there? I'm not even going
I-
to try to interpret that.
Interestingly, I think that was a run-up Hammerfall attempt the Heavenly read, PRC out of it, and then he got back thrown.
try to go for a Kara Pot Buster, but you're just a little too far. That's not going to be possible. Tap Dust in the red RC to convert it into a full combo.
I think Kai's tap dust needs to be slower so that I can react to it better. Do another Garuda.
Okay.
Do another Garuda. It'll hit this time for sure. The back throw incident in the corner, ladies and gentlemen. Another one. 5H to wall splat, slide head.
Oh
not
no, that was a
gonna let you
missed
break the
input
wall.
for the slide head. I'm not too sure exactly what he tried to do there, but either way,
Doesn't
we are
matter.
getting that win. Again, Shinki is being put into a lot of these situations where they're low on health, and with Potemkin, like super high effects of health, like one of the highest in the game, and trying to eat through that is going to be really tough.
Oh yeah. I think what's it? The second highest defense in the game at the moment, thanks to Asuka.
Yeah, Asuka. Well, Asuka's the double-sided coin. It's like he's
Just
either good
manage
or he's
your
bad.
mana.
Exactly. Well, just manage your mana. That's not an easy task.
Just manage the bullets. Just manage Eddie. Actually no. No, just manage your stamina isn't a real one. Sin doesn't have to manage it.
Okay. Yeah, and they were able to take that win away. Now we have Sapo Cowboy versus Dylan Eccles. Another Potemkin player representing the team. But I don't know, if Sapo Cowboy can win this, they're going to have to go for the team kill against Marks.
Start thinking of an excuse.
Potemkin versus
Armor-clad Faith on his helmet. Will it be enough to let him get through Dylan? Interestingly enough, we just had a brief frame skip on my end there, but I think we're back to normal. Yes, okay. Anyways, as per usual, Dylan has immediately put his opposition in the corner and is bullying them. Fujin built up so much risk. Just barely gonna miss the heat knuckle there. I feel like that should have grabbed. Potemkin needs it, trust me guys.
First thing went for a heat knuckle yet again. Let's see. Oh my gosh, just out of range.
my
They're
gosh.
playing at the very
Good
tips
counter
of
hit,
their
you're
moves.
dead. Excellent spacing from Dylan there. Spin round start, gonna block the follow-up. I didn't even know you could block follow-ups to spin.
It depends
that
on
why-
the moves being spinned on.
Okay. So if they spin Leo's back turn to 1-4 HS, do you think I can block after that?
Bring it to the lab.
Yeah, fair
We got
point,
the
actually.
parry on the jump.
That's
Even
gonna
if
kill and
I don't
wall
think it
break.
was a safe jump, but even if it was a safe jump, it
That
was going to kill
parry
you
is gonna get
anyways.
you out anyway. Yep.
Parries have a funny way of working like that.
Hmm. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Yeah, right. I forgot. We go back out now. I was about to say. Is that it already? I've sworn we'd only watched one game.
mankind knew that
Here we
they
go.
cannot change
Mankind knew that they
society.
cannot change society.
Reflecting on
So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame the beast.
The beast in this case being the Gears. Anyways, welcome to my impromptu explanation of the Guilty Gear lore. There will be no commentating. You got baited.
Where is it? I was promised an explanation. Where is it?
I Dart would fire me, and I would have to find a new job.
You're telling me you're getting paid for this?
You're not getting paid?
Nope.
I get paid in He calls me trash at the game, and I left.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, that was.
Good anti-air from Dylan there with the Ko again. Uh-oh.
Oh, we're evening up the health here.
Do it again.
Oh no!
Parried.
5K getting parried. That is the worst
Dark
feeling
Souls,
ever.
baby.
Garuda, baits it out, times it perfectly, and then PRCs it, baits out that parry. I love that option from Sapo.
Oh yeah. I was looking at the. I keep looking at the paintings on my screen, expecting them to be modded because they're modded on everybody else's game. Mine aren't modded because I'm too lazy to mod Strive.
It's very simple, actually. But
I
anyways,
know, there's
Dylan
like a
is
whole
looking
plugin
so
for it.
strong in this, and that's it. That's a perfect.
That's it. Wow. This late into the game, we have a perfect.
There we go. Dylan is putting in this work, and losers, they don't want to lose. And you can feel it. You can feel it in their bones. They don't want to lose this one.
Dylan is trying to go all the way.
We're going to win the bracket here. That's the mindset you need.
Yeah, actually. To any glue cord moderators or higher ups, I would like to be paid with my very own role that says commentator, and it turns my name sparkly and orange.
Okay. We're already just setting the pace
That
for the
was-
match. This is immediately
Alright.
what we want. This is what we want. Sapo
This is
Cowboy
what the
feeling
people
himself.
want to see.
Mega fisting over. Okay, I like that 2P mash out. Keep Sapo from pressing anything. And now you are in the advantageous position. Now you have Sapo in the corner. And with Potemkin, with not a lot of defensive options, this is going to be a tough situation to really run out of. And getting counter hits. That is it. That is that round.
Potemkin, in fact, has a DP. It's Alt F4. Wow, another one. I guess I was setting the pace for the entire set there.
Oh
Back
no,
in,
unfortunately, Sapo had the right idea with trying to keep Dylan in the corner by jumping up and using, I believe what it was, JS, and try
Yeah.
to keep in the corner, but it came out just a little too slow and getting counter hit. Either way though, a huge life lead, but whether or not they'll be able to keep that is up for question, as
Anji
Dylan
with
is
his
looking really
damage. Looking
Now
to
you got the butterfly steps, got a hold hit, getting counter hit,
Uh-oh.
getting sent through the wall. Get that extra
Uh-oh.
damage with the red RC charge. Dust health is even up, but Sapo has meter
You're
and
pushing
going
button.
to use it. There it is. No, try to go for the pot buster tick throw, but
Unfortunate.
misses it
Didn't
just
see the
barely.
tick
And
And
the
that's gonna
2P
blocking
keep
wrong.
keep you from pressing anything, keep you from backdashing, and that is it.
俺にはできない生き方だな。貫いてくれよ。
Angie wins.
Anji wins. Hang on, what are we at? What are we looking at? Is that the score? Is that 3-0 to Dylan Eccles? It is. 3-0 to Dylan Eccles. He's moving on. We'll be fighting Marks in Losers Round 7. And the winner of that will go on to fight your mate Tim for the chance to go back into Winners Finals and fight Daku Meiji.
Ooh, what a wonderful set of matches we have right here. Marks Now we got Marks vs Dylan Eccles. Dylan Eccles going through the Potemkin gauntlet right now. Now you gotta fight another Potemkin.
I would leave, man. I don't know if I could deal with that much grabbing in one tournament.
Just keep him at bay, they say.
Cannot change society.
You can only keep
It's
him at bay for
supposed
so
to be
long.
so easy. Theoretically, the matchup is simple.
You can
Just
blink and then
throw
he's
them.
immediately on you just like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness, and the air grab, not the air grab, the heat knuckle. I've played too much fighters.
Backdash. No, he backdashed the close slash. And now, again, swapping sides yet again. Dylan Eccles on top of that.
Another
And the heat
heat
knuckle
knuckle.
on the coat in the air. Get back in the corner. This should be that game-winning comment. No, never mind. But that will do it. That will do it.
Here we're seeing the differences in the playstyles between Marks and Sapo.
What makes you say that?
The fact that he took a round. And also, what's it? Sapo really likes to go for way more of Pot's like Oki options, and he's not that great at catching out these air options from Dylan Eccles with that heat knuckle. Whereas, what's it? Marks here is not going for nearly as much as Pot's like hyper offensive options.
I see.
He's playing more defensively and patiently, I'd say.
Okay. That's a good trade to have as a Potemkin player. Play patient,
You are playing
wait for those
grappler,
opportunities
yeah.
to come to you. And once those opportunities come to you, maybe figuratively or literally, then that's when you start to make your plays. Backdashing that super, I think this should be just out of range. No, not quite, because he's still in the backdash
That's
range.
just
and that
barely
will
gonna
catch him.
tip.
Yeah, that is deceptive. That can be deceptively big.
Supering in neutral is always a good idea, guys. Take it from me. I'm a
Anyways.
commentator. That means I know what I'm talking about.
Here we go. Dylan Eccles, one game on deck. 1-0 over Marks currently.
Oh, this chopstick. Such a good.
Duel 1.
I see the circle in the background. Hammerfall to round start.
That's a circle if I've ever seen one. A blue circle. Blue
Oh, yeah.
burst. Breaking down that combo.
Is this Nagoriyuki's stage, by the way?
No, this is Zato. Council of 3.
That makes way more sense.
Combos is, Dylan Eccles is just sticking to Marks like glue right now.
Oh yeah, this
You got
this
yeah,
right
he's-
here is the rushdown archetype.
giving him that glue. It's like a magnet, you know, just
Oh,
sticking
yeah.
to him. Can't get him off you.
Potemkin's got a lot of metal all over him. Spinning the slide head. So stylish. Blocking wrong on the butterfly, okay. Super, this is gonna wall break. Not enough to kill though. Positive bonus for Dylan, so it doesn't matter much.
That's why I say not
Yellow
wanting
Roman
to
cancel.
react to any
The
of the
backdash of the
float.
Potemkin Buster.
Game 2 on deck for Dylan.
Oh yeah. So unfortunate that that Potemkin Buster didn't land. That would have been unbelievably hype.
Yeah, it would have.
I think we got somebody make a tier list of command grabs. I'm not allowed to make it because I would just put Leo in S and everybody else in F.
Thing is, Leo's command grab isn't even like one of
Good.
the best in the game.
Sucks. You can
I mean, it's decent,
throw
but
it.
Duel 1.
you
yeah.
can throw the command grab and it has startup frames of 7 years.
Well, that's what you get, I guess, for being in back turn stance. You get a
Yeah,
bad
that's fair.
command grab.
I suppose giving him a good command grab from back turn would have been a little bit broken. Speaking of broken, nerf Anji. Please don't actually, the man's having a hard enough time as it is. In terms of the great wide world, but not in this situation. Dylan managing to snag a perfect there over Marks again. So many perfects in this tournament, all the time. Caliber of player is simply staggering.
Super to get this wall break, get that hard knockdown. Very low life. We are in the final round of this game and just sending it with the gold burst, just hoping that it will hit. But Dylan got the safe jump setup down from the hard knockdown and getting a perfect along with it. That is it. Dylan is moving on over Marks and going to losers finals to face off against Yamate Tim Nagoriyuki versus Anji.
You love to see it. Now, let's see. Who was the fan favorite to win that? In, according to the chat, we were looking for... according to the chat, Vern was inspired by Dylan's Anji playing and has booted up Strive for the first time in 2 months.
Awesome. That's what you like to hear. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. There we go. Here we are. Yamate Tim versus Dylan Eccles. This is losers finals. Whoever wins this gets to go face off in grand finals. Both of these players want that run back against Dakumeji. Yamate Tim lost to Dakumeji back in winners finals and was sent here to losers, while Dylan Eccles was sent to losers by Dakumeji back all the way in round 2. Both where Dakumeji had a very, very strong play, getting 3-1 over Dylan and 3-0 over Yamate Tim. They both want this run back. They both want to beat this demon that is up in grand finals, but they had to get through each other first. And this is it. That's the first round taken in game 1 for Dylan Eccles. Dylan Eccles on the board, already set.
Duel 2, let's rock. Round start. Backdash clone Fukio is a favorite of Yamate Tim's. He seems to do it every round start, and I don't think I've ever seen it get punished. Or at the very least, red. I'm not even sure if you can do anything to it. This super is going to connect. That's going to be big damage, and it's going to leave Dylan in a bad position in the corner. He's going to be able to... Oh, never mind. I was about to say he's going to be able to jump out, but... Never mind. That 5 HS to clone is going to kill you after the throw. Very good job from Tim reading that jump out and managing to put him in the ground.
Wow, the
That sucks.
shimmies are real. No, he let go of the block at the very last moment. Got hit by Butterfly, getting converted into a full combo. I love the awareness from Dylan right now. And going for a burst, breaking through that charge dust. No, we are not getting wall broken today, but that
Counter.
2H might will.
Yep, that's going to be a wall break. Both players with very low health. Any stray hits will kill you.
Overhead hit. We got the first bait.
That's it. That's the round going to Dylan Eccles. Dylan Eccles is up 2-0 right now.
Win unsure. Dylan
Hang on.
just
2-0?
went and
No,
sent
he's
it.
up 1-0.
1-0, yes.
Don't listen to me, chat. I'm mental.
We didn't right back into it. I mean, it could very well be a 2-0 if Dylan Eccles plays as well as they did in that previous game. And knowing Dylan Eccles, I think they're playing very, very consistently. I mean, you have to. When you have to make it that far from losers, through losers, you have to be
The
consistent with your
burnout
play.
as well. You have to always be wary of the burnouts. It's coming all the way from losers. It's like a lot of games back to back to back to back.
Yeah, for sure.
Good combo. This is going to be a super into another wall break. Positive bonus for Dylan Eccles. Let's see if he can make something of it. Tim trying to throw and getting absolutely hammered for whiffing. Let's rock. Fukio clone once again gonna allow Tim to get the advantage on round start. Putting Dylan in the corner and getting a wall break. Positive bonus.
So round up, going for a spin, going straight to Ko. That was a really tricky situation, but you made Tim not phased by it.
Even taking the advantage out of it. Let's rock with the third duel. Good spin by Dylan Eccles. Oh, blood-sucking universe. This is your occasion to just push buttons.
Now you just gave up your turn by attempting that dust right there.
Overhead not gonna work, unfortunately. Good side spot from Dylan Eccles, getting very fancy and able to extend that combo. Oh my god, all the red help!
This should
this gonna be something?
This won't be it. This won't be it.
Oh no, you're right.
Just needs one more though. All that shit from the normal. What's for the burst? The last minute burst and get baited by Dylan. Dylan is 2-0.
Dylan is up 2-0 over your mate Tim.
He wants it. He wants that run back. He wants it bad.
Oh my goodness, this is very, very intense. Both players so well matched with each other. Dirt getting bullied in chat again for his Polish hospitality.
Okay, we're going back into it. This very well might be the last game between these two players, but let's see if your mate Tim can make it through. Your mate Tim, I mean, has made it this far. They are third. They have at least guaranteed third place, so they are not low in skill, not at all. But whether or not they can make it through the Anji wall is going to be a testament to how well they know this matchup. I mean, Anji isn't a very popular character, so you probably don't have a lot of time to optimize it as fully as you would hope so. It's kind of like that weird thing where, like, even if people think that the character is low tier, you can't ignore the matchup because it's going to come back to bite you at some point.
That is, I was about to say that's an unfortunate pop, but never mind. That worked out beautifully in Tim's favor. He's going to allow him to take the round off of Dylan. Careful with the blood meter. Careful with the blood meter. Oh, the blood-sucking universe gonna whiff as well. That's gonna be a big punish. All of that life lead that Dylan, that Tim had
should be enough. No, not
on.
quite.
This will.
Oh, I just saw the
rollback. I just saw the rollback, dude. Unable to confirm off that counter hit. Tim clearly shook, just backing up after the throw, trying to create some space, give himself some breathing room to think. Another throw. Fukio Bloodsucking Universe gonna miss. Keeps missing those and getting hard punished for it. Tim, please, I beg of you, my friend. Reversal super. Not gonna be blocked.
Not enough to even up the health right now, but this is going to drain a lot of the blood gauge, so keep that in mind so they can push their offense a little bit more. But the gold bursted, the counter hit. No, does not have meter to extend it. Oh, tries to go for a parry. PRC, keep it safe, jump in, going over the sword. Dylan is moving on to grand finals to go fight Dokumeji yet again. This is revenge for round 2.
3-0 over our boy Tim. Fern's got a good point, actually. Saying that a character is low tier in modern FGs is irrelevant, considering everyone can and will kick your ass in the right hands.
Yeah, it's always about finding the right hands, though, so.
Oh, yeah. Like, I've seen people wake up and decide that they were going to win tournaments as Potemkin.
Oh, are you talking about Snake Eyes?
Yeah, I'm talking about Snake Eyes.
Well, Snake Eyes is just a really good player. Snake Eyes is actually insane.
Yup, man's completely mental. Hell, I've seen the most underpowered and undervalued character in all of Guilty Gear Strive, Happy Chaos, win tournaments. The amount of skill players use to slog through the bracket with such an unreasonable task.
Hey, just because we have no crappy Chaos players does not mean you have to slander them right now.
Well, I main him, so I'm allowed to slander him,
All right.
and I think that counts more as downplay.
Mankind needs
Sure, yeah.
to
Let's go with
change
that.
instead of
But here we are, grand finals. Anji versus Ino. We're not going for the Milia this time, so it's going to be a very different experience from what we faced in round 2 earlier. This is Dakumeji versus Dylan Eccles, two of what I believe to be our strongest players here in this bracket today. I think this is going to be a really good one, really exciting. I wonder how Dakumeji is going to use Ino to switch up their gameplay against Anji.
I personally am just a huge fan. Oh, shut up! I hate this character. Sorry, as I was thinking, I was completely distracted by the voice line.
Oh,
I want more than just foreplay.
overhead
as I was
wins for the burst. Place the burst. You're going straight back into the mix-up.
This
Oh yeah,
Santos
double
played
overhead,
one of
third
my favorites.
overhead with the dive kick. Chemical
Wow.
Love to get that wall stick and gain that wall break. Oh no, don't be pressing 5H like that. You're going to get whiff punished. Dylan Eccles finds a
damage.
good hit. Tries to spin and try to go for another ko, a preemptive ko, but that preemptive ko is not going to go well for him. If we learn anything from the very first set that they played together, is that those preemptive kos are going to keep being punished.
Over and over, Ino has such a good ability to punish your whiffed aerials as well. With her dash taking her off the ground by default, she can just find herself in your face in the air at any point in time that she may feel. That Ko not gonna go punished as this part of this combo. My god, look at all of that red. Dakumeji in a dangerous position right now with an Anji with positive bonus, gonna turn it around and put Dylan in the corner. That was a very good trade in Dylan's favor.
Not respecting the pressure, that's the key to fighting against Ino.
Oh yeah, mash buttons all the time. Except for
Okay, maybe not
there.
all the time.
Yeah, okay. But, some of those times you shouldn't have mashed buttons. Dylan looking short on health in comparison to Dakumeji's massive life lead. Yellow Roman cancel. Counter hit? This is going to be big damage. Closing the gap between them a little bit.
Another burst, but you know, if there's one thing Dakumeji has been doing so consistently is banging all these bursts. I don't think
Oh,
that
yes.
Dakumeji has really been getting hit by bursts all that much. I feel like they bait more bursts than they receive.
Absolutely. I don't think I've seen that Ino go flying across the screen once from the big blue flash.
Yeah, they're just
Or even the
they're
big
basically
flash.
they're in their head right now.
Yeah, pretty much. Poor Dylan might be experiencing a little bit of like nerves just remembering how this match went down last time.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
あの空か
Here we go. Burst getting hard baited from Dylan. Daku really showing us that they know when they're coming. Yellow Roman cancel.
It also doesn't help that a lot of what Dylan is trying to burst out of is also like a lot of safe jump, burst, safe,
Yeah.
reversal safe setups that can always just do just because.
On command. She needs it. Is this
Ooh, not
it?
enough to kill. Still
Dylan
have
gonna-
very little life buff. So if you're not FDing, the
Magic
chip is
Pixel
going
and
to
a
kill
Dream.
you. Oh, try
Yep,
to
that's like
backdash
that.
the chemical romance and gain clip. Shaving off that hair, you don't need that hair anymore.
Nah. Anji would look good bald. Speaking of which, any good modders in the chat, I'm gonna need the Anji Bald mod as soon as you possibly can. I
Anji
will
with the
pay
glass
money.
dome. He's got like a
Oh,
mirror.
yeah. I will pay money. We get the Dr. Baldhead Anji. Good tech from
Yeah,
Daku.
on these burst baits, on these techs, I don't think Dokumeji has really been thrown.
Missing any
or
of
like
them.
yeah, missing a lot of techs like really.
Unfortunately, Daku hasn't quite figured out the secret of freezing their health bar in place, so looking pretty sparse on life, but Dylan
I mean, as
looking
long
just
as you
as
keep them
bad.
from doing anything, but be careful. Oh, okay. Didn't go for the overhead that time. Tried to go for the low. Gets backdashed out, but the stroke just chasing Anji down and getting him anyways. Dokumeji
Whack 'em
2-0
up.
already. Just needs one
Oh,
more
yeah.
game, and they can take all of Grand Finals. While on the other hand, this does mean that Dylan Eccles needs 3 games won in a row if they want to get a reset. If they want to even get a chance at beating Dokumeji here in Grand Finals, because after they get that reset, they have to win 3 more, and that is just the hardest uphill battle from what I'm gathering. What I'm looking at, Dokumeji so in control, so dominating, and Dylan struggling to get their own offense started against this character, and even escaping Ino's pressure is proving to be very difficult for him.
It's not his fault. Everybody struggles with escaping Eno pressure. That high-low mix-up is devastating to deal with, as we are seeing on screen right now. I don't know. Oh my goodness, the parry! I was about to say, I don't know if they're gonna live to this one. Can we see a comeback?
Another parry? No, not quite. Okay.
Man grab.
Yeah, they went for the reversal super that time around, and now Dokumeji is on set point. Set round. They just need to take this round, and they can do it. And with a starter like that, they are looking good. But Dylan Eccles fighting back, throwing Dokumeji into their own pressure. But Dokumeji not biting. Dokumeji not looking to get hit all too much. But that counter hit did deal quite a bit of damage. Tries to go for a low, getting spinned on. I love that Fujin low, by the way, because that Fujin low completely caught a stroke. They knew
comeback? No.
that Dokumeji wanted that. And now Dylan Eccles is evening up here in game 3. Dokumeji still on that point set round, but Dylan has a chance. If they can just take this one round, this is going to mean a lot for them here in Grand Finals. Oh, anti-air, and this is the starter you want. This is what you want right now. This is what's going to start winning you this game. You just need to keep Ino down, keep her locked down. Don't let her work her pressure just like this. First out, not wanting to eat anymore, does not want to take any more damage than they already have.
Incredible pressure from Daku, but Dylan just managed to escape somehow.
Dylan
Oh,
uses a lot
you didn't
more
buckle
neutral
up.
jumps. Oh no, you can't be using these preemptive codes that easily. I mean, okay, that is it.
That is it.
Dylan
Here
Eccles
we go.
is
Dylan managed to get a round
does have
off.
a game on deck. 1-2. We're not going to let Dokumeji have it that easily now, won't we? We will not. No 3-0s here in Grand Finals. That is what I like to see. Get some more games of Guilty Gear in.
I'm saying if we could have a reset. Oh my god, it's 7:13. Where did the day go?
Mankind Mu- Duel
It's
1.
3-hour tournament.
Let's rock.
That
Good.
it is.
Round start. Good round start. Love the double counter. It looks like an intro from Plus R.
That's the burst bait again. This is a fantastic start for Dokumeji. Dokumeji gets the command grab, and this is a
That's
lot of damage. It's going to go to a wall break too. If this doesn't kill, this is... Yeah, no, okay, didn't kill. All right, you
Magic
still have
picks.
a chance. You still have some health. As long as you have some health, you can make this back. And with that parry, you are setting yourself on a path of success. Spinning through the stroke, setting out the butterfly. Now you have to hold your pressure, but Wire staying out, not wanting to to just wanting to get out, wants to end this round really fast. Dokumeji does not want to mess around in neutral that much longer, but Dylan has Dokumeji locked down. He just needs that one good hit, but Dokumeji not trying to bite and gets the OTG, closing it out.
Let's go. Round 2.
We are fighting back in the here. We are
might
going to
see
get this
a
reverse
full
3-0.
reset Dylan here.
That's the spirit.
Be something gorgeous. That wasn't a. She actually just moans. Half of those weren't voice lines. I've had somebody moaning in my ear for the past 3 hours.
Try to block low, getting hit overhead, tries to block overhead and actually working this time, but going for yet another overhead and breaking the wall right now. Dylan's still looking in the game though. We have very similar health here with both of these characters.
And Dylan is also a round up. Whoa.
I think Dokumeji was
Oh.
expecting a tick throw and try to go for a tech of their own, but Dylan wasn't going for a throw there. They were just playing it patient, but they're just a little too close that they got caught right in that range. We're going into this round. Again, Dokumeji at set point and still has burst on the table. Dylan used burst very early on. I think their mindset is that if they use burst now, they can potentially have burst later in this round. They just didn't want to take that early damage. Wow. Look at that life lead. Look at that commanding life lead right now. And these mashing out.
No longer just a lead, it's just a straight up victory.
The timing of these moves is succinct. It's
Impeccable.
at the right time. They just know when to press those 5Ps. Just smacking
all.
Ino. Don't float up to me. Don't float up to me. Get away. And when you can do that, you won't have to worry about that 50-50 high-low unreactable mix. You can actually start to play neutral against a character like Ino. Are we getting a character swap? We are getting a character swap. We're going back to
Let's
the Milia.
go.
The boon in the side for Dylan. The one that sent Dylan all the way back into losers back over in round 2 of this tournament. If Dylan Eccles can beat Milia right here, we could get the bracket reset. But now you are playing a completely different matchup. You gotta start adapting a little bit more. It's been a while since you fought the Milia, so you might not be fully adapted to how she plays.
Do we know if Dylan knew the oh no, that's a 6P coming out. Do we know if Dylan knew the Milia matchup in the first place? If I remember correctly, Daku won this matchup?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Alright, good mix.
Yeah, just chasing him down using Capel to launch
Didn't block
Milia
well.
over Anji. Gets those cross-ups, gets those overheads, and is just too fast for Dylan to keep up, it seems. Whew, there we go. We got combos from Capel.
Oh, Lord, that was
Get up the
terrifying.
disc, get the cross-up. Oh, you're at half health already. You got burst on the table, but is that burst going to bring you anywhere? Going to PRC. Oh, that was
my
super tricky.
God.
Blocks just out of
And
range of the burst.
Daku
Oh, this is way too fast.
absolutely
Dylan
nuts.
unsure what to do next, and that low, the empty jump low, and a perfect is going to take it. Dokumeji winning Glue Arcade number 13
Ladies
for
and
Guilty
gentlemen.
Gear Strive.
Winning with a perfect. Keep that in mind. This man just pulled out his main, and had to remind everybody exactly who he was.
Set the tone, like sit back down. You think you're going to win?
No more
Let me
popping
just
off
pull out my main
out of my
character.
stage.
Let me just
God
pull out the character
damn.
you struggled against the most in this final game, just because. Wow.
That was incredible. Total domination.
Dokumeji is your number 1 finisher, taking it over.
As per
Dylan
usual,
Eccles.
our wonderful tournament organizer will have your top 8 in the tournament chat of the Glue Cord, and occasionally we'll get a VOD. I don't know which one we're currently on, but it might be there eventually. It takes 6 hours though, so bear in mind that we're working on it. But yeah, officially, that is your tournament. Do we have a prize pool this time? did we get a prize pool this time? No? Alright, well in that case I'm gonna do this.
Oh. To wrap things up here, I think that's been some really great Guilty Gear Strive we just watched here today. And, you know, this is getting me in the mood to play some Guilty Gear myself. I'm Salte Boy, joined by...
Hello everyone, I'm Skier. I forgot we didn't do an introduction.
Yeah,
And-
we are the two commentators that have been commenting this entire time. There's 3 hours for the bracket today.
I'm saying goodbye for our wonderful streamer Temp Candle and our wonderful tournament organizer Dirt. Temp Candle, otherwise known as Annika, but you know, that's fine. And oh god, wait, whoopsie daisies! I may
Alright,
have
well,
made a
that's-
mistake.
That's the tournament. I hope everyone had a good time watching. I know we had a good time here, and I think we both are going to be signing off. Thank you for watching.
Mankind